Hello, everybody, and welcome to unMadeGaming. It is Tuesday, and that means we are here, finally, for Myth Dawn. I'm excited. I've yelled at several people in my excitement today, so let's jump into this and introduce our cast and get the hell into this crazy comment situation. So let's go with my recent shouting victim. Summer, who are you? Where can we find you? And who are you playing today?
Hi, yeah, I'm scarred currently. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play anymore.
It's okay.
Because I've been yelled at. No, I'm Summer, and I do stuff here on Twitch. We play a bunch of different games over on my channel, off_the_table. Go check it out. We're getting ready to move into a new season, which is new games. We're looking for players, so if you're ever wanting to play something, let me know. But today, I am playing Zarina, the Grigori Ranger. #1 badass.
That's true, for now.
Best roller.
That's true. So let's jump over to my first shouting victim. Meta, who are you? Where can we find you? And who are you playing today?
Excuse me, I need some emotional support in chat, please.
We're here for you.
Yelled at. There was even caps. There was caps involved.
There was.
Gosh.
It was an excessive amount of
What am I
caps.
supposed to do? Hi guys, I'm Metamancer. I play Minea on the stream here for Myth Dawn, who is a consort bard, and she's adorable and has a friendly little buddy named Note, who is a coda, which is a creature that I designed for the show, which I wish I could show off more often. So I might make you a little drawing, and then could you like put him on my camera? Could you do
100%.
Yeah.
just have him like chilling with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, and if you send me a
Maybe
picture,
we'll-
I'll upload it into, or you can upload it, I think, into Zoom. Not Zoom. Wow. Roll20, and then give me access to it, and then I can put it on screen on the map, too.
We could do the same thing
dope.
with Grant's little buddy
That'd
too.
be dope. His tiny pig. Yeah, hell yeah. Speaking of
Oh,
Grant,
sorry.
we'll jump right over to him. Grant, who are you? Where can we find you? And who are you playing today?
My name is Grant Ellis. You can find me right here. And I will be playing Prince Casimir Genedy, the Comet Genasi student of Vashnyara.
Sweet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was typing and I got lost in my own typing. I couldn't spell Grant Ellis. Last but not least, we'll jump over to Eric. Who are you? Where can we find you? And tell us about Myth Dawn.
Hey, yeah, I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and stuff like that. Yeah, Myth Dawn is a pretty old school inspired, collaborative world building, high concept D&D 5th edition campaign where we are not sure what we're doing yet. We have a little bit of hints about sort of the thrust that I'm trying to convey here for this game, and hopefully the next couple sessions, as we dawn at the end of season 1, we will get it. Everyone's questions will be answered, or maybe there'll just be more questions.
Most likely the latter.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I think you're giving us a lot of credit to think that we're going to figure this one out.
Yeah. 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 I don't know what any of this means. There's just words happening. There's a space comet. There's tentacles.
I'm bad at clues, I
The
think.
truth is, this whole campaign, if there's been one thing I could describe this campaign as to everybody, is that you are more than what your mind thinks you are. This whole campaign. You have time and time again proven that you are more capable than what you originally think.
Okay.
Aw, thanks.
I like it. I dig it. And with that,
Sure.
I'll remind you guys that you in chat are more than you think you are. And if you guys want to interact with this show, check that donation section down below. Hit that retweet, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And with that shilling, we'll jump over to Eric. Eric, what is our prompt for the day?
Our daily prompt today is a beautiful dream.
I like how like PBS that was. Today's episode is brought to you by A Beautiful Dream.
And viewers like you.
And viewers like you. Perfect. So I stopped yelling and shouting at people. I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna go first. I'm super hyped. So I'm jumping in. I'm taking the reins. As the strange sands wash over the dark scales covering Fujin's body, he closes his eyes, feeling the familiar tug at the front of his spine as his body is propelled by some manner of arcane means that he hasn't bothered to look into. Though despite the fact that he knew this transportation took mere seconds, this time it felt like hours. He opened his eyes, and the wind whipped at his face, and the hum of the void turbines were music to his ears. and the sight of the crew scurrying across the deck, pulling at the riggings and adjusting the sails. Purple and black lightning crackled around him, and he felt at home. This was where he was meant to be. He traced his hand over the helm, feeling the intricately carved runes he knew to be carved all over the ship. You've outdone yourself, brother. His eyes cast down upon a Voidborn, hunched over a railing, checking and recarving some of the runes. And here, everyone thinks it's your fine captaining that makes this the greatest relic hunter in the land, came Raijin's voice. But it sounds hollow, distant, and as the face turns to greet the smiling captain, Fujin sees the milky white eyes and the languid pallor. He steps back in shock, casting his gaze to the storm above, knowing the Void Mother's embrace will give him clarity in this moment, and it is there, inside the storm, between the streaks of lightning, that he sees the writhing mass, the gnashing teeth, the wriggling tentacles, and he knows it can see him too. I was pretty excited about that one. Nailed it.
That was dope. That was great. We were all there with you for the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Also, I've been listening to the Marilyn Manson Sweet Dreams
Yes.
cover has played that, and
Yes.
it really kicked in as soon as that ended, like on the perfect time. So that was,
I planned it. Who's next?
yeah.
I'll go because I'm improving it. I have nothing written, but I figure why the heck not? We're live and in color on unMadeGaming. And it's not that I don't care, it's because I do care. It was a very cold, clear night on the comet. I had a beautiful dream. The wizard and Moss, the alien goat god, were playing by the staircase near the menagerie at about what I thought would be 2 o'clock in the morning. It was very hard to tell here in the endless twilight, and I woke up because Jib Jab and Tiptoe had started barking at each other, and that made me very angry because I wasn't feeling well. And I told them I was very cross, the real me, and they had better remember what happened to my other familiars, that I didn't take as well good care of, and they all got sick and went to familiar heaven. It was a very cold, clear night here on the comet. Snowflakes were falling. They were falling upward from the ground towards the heavens. I thought it would be wonderful if just for a moment I could capture the image of these snowflakes, that we could hold them where they floated in the air. But then I woke up. I don't know, guys.
That was cool. I like that.
I watched an Andy Warhol interview and decided I'm going to pretend to be Andy Warhol as Prince Casimir Ginity.
I like it.
Prince Casimir as Andy Warhol seems very apt.
All right.
I see it.
Up? Who up?
Zarina or Min?
I can go.
Don't be bashful.
I can go.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. In a beautiful mechanized arcane city, 2 children dream of their adventures together. The truest of friends and most loyal companions, they journey through dangerous lands, defeat foes most foul, uncovering boundless treasures that the Void Mother can truly be proud of. Their adventures told through the ages as the crowd cheers for Raijin and Fujin, relic hunters, the pride of the Empire.
Oh my god. All right, I will go. She's standing in the sun, her face upturned towards the light, her eyes closed. Slowly, she removes her gloves, letting the light hit her hands for the first time in months. Piece by piece, she peels off the layers, exposing her skin to the light. As she opens her eyes and looks down at her arms, they are smoothed, unscarred, and she runs her fingertips over them carefully. Someone moves behind her, and she feels their soft touch on her back. She'd know that touch anywhere. She turns to them and smiles, and for that moment, everything is perfect. And this was her first dream.
Damn.
Wow.
Why, Summer got to knock it out of the park.
Why not?
She did good.
Thanks.
Eric, that leaves you.
No, it doesn't.
You ain't got a beautiful dream for us?
No, I do have a beautiful dream for you. Deep in the cosmos, high above this realm and many others, known and unknown, the bureaucracy hums and buzzes, adjudicating the souls and flows of magic. Here and there, a cosmic calculus known only to them. It would be nice. It would be... It's pleasant. It's sufficient for them to continue on not thinking about what it means when they subtract from here and add to there, and when they smudge a number here or there. But those remainders, those scratch marks, add up over time. It's mine.
I'm now more confused, and I want to know more.
That is a typical game with Eric Vulgaris.
Let's fight a space squid.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of which, I think we're going to begin with, you guys were returning back and resting up with the chiefs here in the servants' quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now that you guys are here, was there anything you wanted to say to the Masters of Crafts, or?
I played too many other games with Eric, but I'm going to ask a question. How do they look to me? What's their mood? I'm sorry, you did this to me.
I know.
This is how we play now, and I love it.
Yeah, so they look to you completely neutral, as all the servants here do. Maybe at least putting on a facade of reverency. You know that all servants to guests and welcomed compatriots to the wizard should be offered and afforded. It's definitely not the troubles that they feel beneath the surface, if that's what you're asking.
Well, I'm going to ask the first one I see. They'd like to join me in a dance. I'm only asking this because as a Comet Genasi, I am bothered by their neutral, calm demeanor. I want to see if there's life in them.
Okay.
Take a turn. And kind of want to see how they move, how their balance. Will they dance? Mock turtle time. Will you, want you, will you, won't you? Won't you?
Is this...
Dance?
Well, you're the one who would be leading them through this dance. And my question for you is this a dance without music?
Oh, there is no music at all. And Prince Casimir grew up tending a rock garden here on the Comet. And the way the rock garden works is it's very plain, earthen colors, very difficult to differentiate the rocks. But the way you enjoy it is you put on a red robe, and you take a walk around the rock garden, and you end up being kind of the defining quality. He feels music, while quite interesting, is absolutely unnecessary. No offense to the consorts of the party. But if he heard some, it would probably move him. But he wants to attempt... in fact, he looks over at Min, and he inquires. He says, will you play something for myself and the caretakers? We're going to dance.
Did you just make a song request?
I made a song request.
That's kinda
If you don't mind. You know what else is kind of weird? Their calm demeanor.
Really? Why is that weird?
You've seen what lies beneath us.
Well,
They've had friends eaten today. Look at them. Blank eyeballs.
Big old fish-eyed.
so
Yeah.
then why do you want to dance?
To become more like them and to understand them. Or perhaps to give them a pleasant memory in their dreary, weary existence. They do nothing but take care of the comet. Don't you think they deserve some recreation?
I don't think that they're going to dance.
Will you dance?
Nope. That's
Fujin?
I'm not a performer.
Fujin, let's show them how to dance. Like, clap, clap, and we don't need music. Do you join me?
I do not dance. No.
Welcome to the D&D presentation of Footloose.
This is so strange. Okay, listen. If you want to get to know them, then spend time with them with what they do.
You're...
I have spent
Yeah.
years with them doing what they do, and you learn nothing about them that way.
So perhaps dancing won't help here.
But we don't know unless we try.
Okay.
Can't
Okay.
jump to conclusions.
Casimir,
Okay,
how
great.
does your dancing get my brother any less dead? It doesn't.
Well, it earns us favor with these fish folk who are going to help you gain audience with the priest.
Me slaying the assassin meant to kill the wizard gains me favor with these fish folk.
Oh, if you want favor, they like trinkets of things. So if you got
From
those,
the staff.
no,
That evil
they
staff.
eat the trinkets. What's wrong with you?
Yes.
They can't
I-
eat a whole staff. It'll just be sticking out of their mouths.
That sounds ridiculous, but I will not do that either.
What?
Hold on. I think when you mentioned something here, Fujin, I think they want to stop dancing real quick and definitely want to get more information from you when you say, what was this about the master?
What? You're a wizard. Yes.
Yes. You
Yes.
said they were assassinated?
No, I said I stopped the assassin that was meant to kill them. Have you forgotten? I've been here before.
No, now we have lost contact with the wizard. We feared the worst. We feared that you have failed. You didn't fail?
No.
Then why do we feel cut off from their presence?
Is the wizard still in his room? Where was the last place that you sensed his presence?
We have not sensed it since the baths.
Okay, so technically we didn't fail, but we also didn't really succeed. So that's the next step, is the succeeding part.
Mm-hmm. So,
The baths require to be fixed.
Yep.
yeah. The whole comet seems to be going a little bit more dim. The highly saturated tiles here are slowly losing their muster. They're becoming a little bit more mute.
Correct me if I'm wrong, cast and crew here. Didn't we come up here to get more of these fish people to come rebuild shit? Is that why we're up here?
And to rest,
Oh.
like to replenish.
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, good for you. That's so nice.
That's no problem.
That's so nice.
We do need them. But I think we mostly came back to rest.
Oh, right. I remember things about yesterday, or last week, rather. Where is the...
They is around.
Where's
Where
the...
is them?
Where is the main fish man?
The chief architect?
Yeah, the
Master of
architect.
Crafts.
Thank you. The master of crafts.
Yeah. The master of crafts sits in their small little temple / hovel away from the rest and in quiet meditation.
So Fujin would look to the builders and say, I would like to speak to your master of crafts. It is very important.
Yeah. They immediately go. They just acquiesce to your request immediately. They go, oh yeah, oh yes, of course, yes.
Good.
Yes, right this way, and they just do that little waddle with their 3 arms and their big old fish eyes and bring you down here.
And he confidently strides a few paces and then looks back to everyone else. Are you coming?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I look at my final dance partner, sigh, and follow.
I go up to Men and say, why didn't he ask me to dance? Do I just not look like I dance?
He's shy.
I don't know, actually. Maybe it's better that he didn't ask you to dance.
Why?
I don't know, because he's mean.
No one ever asks me to dance.
He was mean to us. He wanted to leave us behind. Originally. And then we fought. And then he was like, we're in debt to you now. And then I was like, wow, how your opinion has changed so quickly, you know?
Like, technically, we could go without them.
Yeah,
if we
but
wanted to.
But we don't really know how many more of those weird tendril things we have to kill.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be helpful
Okay.
for now.
We should go be there when they're talking to the
Mm-hmm.
Master of Crafts, because I don't trust them by themselves.
Yeah, I don't know how Fujin woke up. Because you remember when we first got here, that was that like weird... I thought it was just a vision that we saw in the sands.
Yeah.
And now it's... I don't know. This is weird.
Should we ask him about it?
I mean, maybe. Why were the Grigori after them? I mean, I know they have, like, you know, the key thing, but like, how did they run into them and why were they here?
Yeah, I
So many questions.
really don't like that. Really, really, really don't
Bad.
like that.
And why were the Grigori stuck here?
We should have let him go.
I don't think that they would have let us go.
If we'd given him the key, they would have let us go.
What if the key does bad things?
I mean, they said it just gets them home.
Mm.
Now they're trapped here forever.
Well, if we fix the all the stuff, maybe, then they can go home too. So they don't have to be trapped here anymore.
Feel really guilty.
They didn't really leave us a choice, though. I mean, you know that they were going to try to kill us.
Yeah.
I feel bad too, though.
Guess we just gotta keep moving forward.
Yep. Maybe we can get somebody to help with talk. He's
yeah,
still
maybe.
alive.
Maybe Talk could make Fujin be nice to us.
That'd be nice. We're supposed to be best friends, so...
You'd think.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Were they good brothers to each other?
Mm.
With Raijin and Fujin? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
And we go in.
Sweet. Is this our first time inside his temple, Eric?
No. Well, for you, yeah, you don't really have a lot of business here. You're more actually with the wizard themselves than treating with the servants. Casimir's probably been here before.
Yeah, so he would walk in. He would stride right into whatever makes for the door of this temple. and go for whatever looks like the most important person in here.
There's only one person here, and they're lying quietly on this sort of plain wooden planked floor. Around them seems to be some sort of like circle of slime, shimmers, and they seem to be in quiet meditation. Occasionally, you can see that the slime rotates its position, and seems to do that when the Master of Crafts shifts or like shakes.
Okay, cool. So anyone who walks in behind Fujin would see him strike a very rigid pose, and you would hear the metal in his shoes clack together as he raises an arm to his chest and says, "Excuse me, are you the Master of Crafts?"
He doesn't. Just quietly puts his finger up, being like, "You're interrupting. What do you do?" He seems to be. He has not turned around and addressed you. He seems to be in quiet contemplation. Just puts a finger up, like he's talking to somebody, and you're like interrupting.
Yes, no. By all means, take your time as your spaceship destroys itself and your wizard dies. I'll wait.
And you wait a couple minutes, if you want, before finally addressing you and says, "Thank you." He does not want to tell you what this is.
Listen, Master of Crafts. There is a creature in your bathhouse that is preventing us from rebuilding it. But if the creature is destroyed, I have it on good authority that it will take with it the entire bathhouse itself.
I'm afraid we have bigger problems than just the bathhouse.
What is it?
That was the celestial bureaucracy.
What?
Okay.
The servants of Nujima are concerned about our lack of progress from this planet. And they're beginning to ask questions.
How is that more important than a big monster?
Well, as you can see, they are related. They cannot arrive here while this monster is here. This monster's presence seems to block any sort of gating other than, well, very close proximities.
Yes, well, the destruction of it will destroy part of your ship.
They look at you in dead serious and say, if the celestial bureaucracy cannot arrive here, they will destroy more than just the bathhouse. They will destroy everything here.
What should we do?
They do not take kindly to interruptions to their algorithms, he says.
Great.
Do they have advice on what we need to do to fix this problem?
How can we help?
Can your builders
tried.
build as fast as it is destroyed?
They're getting more flustered here, and they say, you can start by doing what you have promised and removing them from the bathhouse, whatever it is. And it curses in some old language. Casimir, you're here, and it's trash, is what he says. From here, something, whatever it is.
Can your builders build as fast as it is destroyed?
We won't know until the damage is visible. These
No.
creatures bend reality. Who knows what happens to reality when it's unbent?
Yes, you misunderstand. If we are to destroy this monster, and it does exactly what you said it does, we need your builders there at the time of the destruction to begin building as soon as it is destroyed, or during its destruction, to prevent any more of these cracks.
Very well.
Also, there is a large stone man underneath the baths. I need him removed.
You ask too much of us.
I can easily leave through the hole in the side of your ship.
Yes?
and go back to my ship and be fine.
Are you threatening him?
He does not accept. That's not even an intimidate check to him. He says, "There is no place you could run on that ship of yours that would escape this celestial bureaucracy."
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, sounds like they're bad. I don't know what they are. That word seems bad. Bureaucracy. Don't like it. Don't like the sound of it. Seems weird.
It's heaven.
Yep, don't know what that is either.
Fair.
Okay, so we're gonna go kill the monster, and you guys are gonna fix the buildings, and everything will be fine. Got it. How many of them can we bring with us, do you think?
All of them.
As many as they can spare, right?
Okay, so yeah, let's do that.
Before we leave, he pulls out the Staff of Striking, and he points the end bearing the symbols towards the Master of Crafts and says, "Does this mean anything to you?"
Do you hand it over to him?
No.
Or them? They don't. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they look it over. You can actually see that like they put their hands out like they're like kind of like they want to sense it, and you probably like pull it back, right? And they say, "Okay, we can do this another way," and they close their eyes, and you can see on their head as a bloodied third eye opens on their head, and it begins to try to look at this staff symbol. You can see it sort of like the symbol also turns red a little bit, like on it, like it's reading it with like heat, and it goes, strange. I've never seen anything like this before. What they say?
Have you lost all communication with your wizard?
Yes, they would know.
That was not the question. The moment you regain communications with your wizard, tell them of the symbol. They know exactly what it is. And he resheathes the rod.
Wait, but does this have something to do with the bath?
No, it has something to do with the assassin.
All right, well. One problem at a time.
Yes. The
Serena left like a minute and a half ago and is walking to go back to the bath.
She was not about it.
No, she's not about it.
Not about the sass
Right.
levels.
Do you want to... So I have two questions then, or one question. Do you want to use the curator's jaunts, or do you want to try using the thing that Prince Casimir has?
The curator, probably.
Okay. Do you get in before Prince Casimir? This is important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's like walking straight back there. Like she's walking directly to go back to the baths. I don't know if Min's coming or not. I would assume so, but I guess we'll find out when she gets back.
Okay. And Prince Casimir, what are you doing in this time?
I'm following close behind them. I owe them a debt.
Okay. Yeah,
Now,
so
we were gonna rest. Originally, we were coming here to rest. Correct?
Yeah,
We did that.
yeah, you have done
I'm
that.
assuming we did that.
Yeah, you have done that. You have rested.
All right. I just need to make sure some of my slots go back up.
Mhm.
But like literally as soon as Serena heard that like half threat of like I can just leave, she was like, nope. And she just turned around and left to go finish and fulfill her promise and clear out the bathhouse.
You can't do it alone. I'm going with you.
She's angry.
Okay.
Yeah, if that's all that he gets out of the Master of Crafts, he turns eventually and walks back towards the transport.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Because you could get more, but I need to know what your intention here is. Like, what do you want to find out?
He doesn't want to find out anything. He was making demands. That was really it. But they more or less fell on deaf ears. The last one was a warning to as soon as that he has any kind of capability to talk to the wizard was to tell him that symbol, because in Fujin's eyes, that symbol is more important than the hole in the side of the ship. If you don't have a captain to pilot your ship, you're kind of you're gonna crash, right?
Right. But we can't get them until we get the curator running, and we can't get that going until this fucking weird thing and whatever's in these baths is gone.
Yeah, he's realized at this point it's an effort and futility.
And now your boss is asking questions about why are things slipping right now.
Not my boss, their boss.
Yeah, their boss.
I made
their boss's boss. Their boss's boss is at like this thing is answering for their boss's boss right now. So that is why your threats about leaving aren't necessarily a big deal to it. So you should understand, like you would know the gravity of that situation.
Which is why he leaves.
Do we want to go straight back to the baths, or I recall there was a library we were looking to go to? We were looking for a priest? Or are we just going to go straight back to the baths?
That's what that guy said. Like, that's what the Master of Craft said. They said, you need to clear out the bathhouse. That's what he's going to do.
These were the ones you were able to get to. These were with Casimir. These are the ones that you know of.
Okay.
With your knowledge, these are the ones accessible to you.
Okay.
Except for the servants' quarters, right?
Well, you're there right now.
Oh, right. Oh, we were trying to get to Menagerie level 3 or something like that.
We can go to medicine, or we can go to the library. Okay. What I'm thinking is, or the workshop. Have we been to the workshop? I'm trying to remember, just as a player, not as a...
No, we went to the entrance, and then the Menagerie, and then Menagerie level 2, and then the servants' quarters.
So our goal is to take this body of Raijin and see if we can get him raised. And if we do get him raised, he would be a potent ally. Also, the wizard may be able to awaken the stone man. So what I'm thinking is we do a little looking for the wizard, because if we go back and fight off those tentacles, there's a chance we win. But if we're going in, I'll go back into character. My Grigori friend, to whom I owe a debt, if we do go back to the baths, we must go all in an attempt to eradicate. No second thoughts, and we must all go together. Or we can attempt to assemble a larger force by awakening he who sleeps and motions to Raijin's body by bringing him to the priest, who may be in the library. What do you decide?
There's no guarantees except for this, that they need us to clear out the bathhouse, and she like looks at Min, we promise to do it. And that's what I think we need to do.
All right, then we go. Fujin, prepare that staff.
Fujin just looks at you. Yes, this staff will be safe with me. And he begins to stride towards the teleporter.
All right.
Okay.
So do we unceremoniously dump Raijin's body by these fish people?
I mean, we've rested here. We've had a long rest, so I assume it is far more ceremonially dumped. But yes,
well,
the body is staying.
Yeah, I was gonna say they might do things to your corpse.
It's just face down in the dirt somewhere.
No. It definitely would be in whatever shack they let us rest in, is where it would have been.
They would probably have the decency to give it some sort of cloth.
Yeah.
But they might ask you what you wanted to do with it.
Yeah, if they ask what to do with it, he would have expressed more or less what Casimir just expressed, that he is to be left alone because we are bringing him to the priest in the library.
Then why do you not? So you were not going to the bathhouse?
No, we are going to the bathhouse now. Leave him here. Do not touch.
right. Yeah, they nod. Okay.
Bathhouse party. I just want to kill it, guys. I'm tired of it. I want it dead.
Yeah, do it.
Summer, you're always
Try.
killing it.
Thank you. I'm especially going to be
No
killing
one else sees that.
No one else sees what an angel I am.
Yeah.
I'm so great. You're right.
I'm ready to kill. I've been ready
Okay.
for it for weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we go in the bathhouse.
Okay.
I'm down for it.
There's more and more water here. Now it's about like ankle deep.
Is this on the lower level? It's ankle
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah. As soon as you guys get, through one of the portals to below. There's a blackness in the water.
I think she just starts going towards the tentacles where she knew that they were down here.
Jib Jab slinking along beside her.
Okay.
Gonna go down here. Gonna go shoot at some tentacles.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna stop you there as you guys get into view. Some of the tentacles have regrown.
No! How dare you?
So,
Okay.
in particular, there's 2 tentacles and 2 eye stalks ready to pew pew.
I knew it.
Now, before we fight this monster, what do you know of it? What does it do?
Well, it can petrify you, and it
Alright.
can slow you down, and can make you afraid. I don't remember if that was one of them.
Yeah, it was.
And how
There's
does
a
it?
lot of things.
How does it
doesn't-
do this?
It shoots lasers at you with its eyeballs.
So take out the eyeballs first. Got it.
Yes.
Eric, I have
And
a
don't
question
get close to the tendrils.
If you
You
can
wanna
stay
start
out of
rolling?
range, should we roll initiative?
Yeah. I need initiative checks to
I'm fine with the tag. I just
Board
went
of Operations.
horrible.
If you can attack from a distance, then you should. Stay out of range of the tentacles if you can. Take out the eyes first.
Got it.
Whoa,
side
high
note.
roller.
Yeah. What's the music everybody's listening to, by the way?
I've been
I'm listening to
Sweet
silence.
Dreams.
Actual silence. Oh no, there's also a washer machine that's going off farther in the hallway. It's kind
I've
of
been listening to Sweet Dreams.
All right, because I could play stuff on
Guys,
roll 20,
I
but I
didn't-
don't want to worry about
Yeah,
it.
no, play something on roll 20.
I didn't give
Wait.
you guys the list, the song. Hold on.
No.
And if you don't want to
Okay.
listen to it, you can just mute the
Yeah.
the tab.
Yeah, I have it muted.
I have like a 2-hour loop of Sweet Dreams going.
Hold on. It's in here somewhere.
See if this works. Okay. We ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Ready to hit.
Yeah. So Min's first. You set the
Do
order.
it. Do it.
Oh, this music is great. So epic.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, no, I want to hear it.
Now I want to listen to it.
I want to listen.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is when it says casting time as one action, that means it's an action from your move, like your normal actions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you would still have a move and a bonus and a reaction.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use resistance. I'm gonna touch. It's a touch spell. It's a cantrip, so I'm gonna use that and give resistance to Zarina. And basically, you roll a 1d4. Actually,
Okay.
that probably is higher now. Does it increase at higher levels, cantrips, or do they just stay the same?
They usually just stay the same.
Okay, so then a d4.
That's not true.
No?
Okay, I'll look it
most
up.
damage dealing cantrips can get better. A la Eldritch Blast, a la
That's true.
Firebolt.
I'll look it up.
You're right.
No, this one does not appear to increase.
Okay, so I roll a d4.
Yeah, you roll d4 and then you add that number to a saving throw of your choice.
Forever.
Oh, good. This is going to gear you up against the ice stalks. Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it. I remember this.
It was con,
Oh.
right?
You didn't. You don't actually have to roll the d4 yet.
Oh.
What happens now is that you have resistance. Min has basically laid a note or something, or a string of notes on you. A quick little quip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a
Little ringtone, a little text message
armor.
sound.
They're like pretty melody of armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I have.
So
okay.
the next saving throw you can make, you can add a d4 to it. Right? Is that how that works? Is that how
yeah.
it works? Yeah.
Roll a d4 and add that number rolled to one saving throw of your choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can do it
You
now.
can roll the die before or after the saving throw.
Okay, so I've got a +2 to the next saving throw that I make.
Yeah.
Dope. Thank
Perfect.
Yay!
Okay. All right. So both of the eye stalks notice you as you're coming around Zarina and are obviously getting ready to throw down. But,
Yeah.
So that's Min's turn. All right. So the eye stalks are going to go next.
I can't stay out of sight until my turn. I can't take 2 steps around the corner to shoot.
No, they've been waiting for you. So as soon as
Oh.
the first person comes by, this is what happens. So they're ready to just immediately fire. Their anger, their rage can be felt in their silence. Their cold, dead silence.
I love it. Hit me
Min
with
was
that
able
silence.
to, because Min cares about you so much, they were able to react and try to help you here. But we're going to see what they do.
Okay.
So two eye beams are coming your way here.
I love it.
Let's see. Okay. The first one comes at you.
Uh-huh.
The first one is I don't think we've seen this color yet. This just is as a symbol of its rage. This is a prismatic colored beam.
Yeah.
The air as it fires and shoots across this water.
Mm-hmm.
It with such force, you can kind of see that sort of like, that anime shot of like, like a wind breaking and making the splashing.
Coming
While it's
right at
doing
me.
that, it freezes and it like part of it freezes in midair, like near the base of it. And the rest of it also like begins to steam. Like everything is happening at once right now as this thing is firing at you.
Cool.
And then the second one is, that's just a nice chill violet, but we'll worry about that in a second.
Okay. What do
So
I do?
so the first one, sorry about that. I didn't say the actual thing you need to do. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Oh, hell
As you
yeah.
need to dodge out of the way of this prismatic
shit.
beam.
Dang it. I'm so good at that too.
Yeah. All right, are you ready for the answer?
Yeah, I'm ready for the answer.
15's not enough.
Yeah, I figured.
But is a 17 enough?
Is a 17
I don't know.
enough?
Oh, I guess I have to tell you in D&D, I forget.
Well, because I had rolled a 17. Because I get a +2 to my first save.
Oh, then a 17 is just enough to beat its DC. So perfect. Yep.
Thank you for
Hell
remembering.
yeah.
I forgot.
See, that's important.
Just did this.
It's very different
I
than
forgot.
this would be a very different encounter if we would have been honoring the 15.
Also, we did get.
It says you can add it after the roll has been made. It specifically says that on resistance.
Yeah.
Also, everyone
Yep.
has advantage, including Eric,
Oh, cool.
Wow.
from that
All right.
from that retweet goal.
Yes. So, you dodge out of the way. As it comes to okay. Yeah. It as you dodge out of the way, it hits the wall and just sort of starts chewing through the bathhouse walls
Oh, fun.
behind you.
Man, I'm really glad that didn't hit me.
Yeah. But the second one is coming in right at you and tries to tag you in your feet. This violet one.
Mm-hmm.
So following which I need a constitution saving throw from you, please.
Okay. 16.
Also good enough.
Yes.
Cool. We don't see what this one does because there's no real effect on the ground. Okay, but nicely done. Yeah. So Min has basically saved your life here.
Yes, absolutely. And guess whose turn it is? Mine.
Yeah. What do you do?
The one that shot me with that nasty prismatic BS.
Yeah.
I'm putting Hunter's Mark on that one.
Yeah,
And
it
I'm
seems
going
right.
to shoot it 3 times.
It's the closest one. All right. So they fired at you twice. Now you get to return fire with 3.
Yep. Here's
Sure.
my first one. We'll talk crossword.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Sure. What
Okay.
kind of bow? Hold on, real quick. What kind of bow do you have? Is it Grigori?
My bow is Grigori. My arrows are Consort. And I have some dope stuff happening because I have a fragment of Void shard in my bow. And
Mhm.
I have a shard of ice from Min because I have a
Yeah.
plus 2 bow. So I have this dope, crazy bow.
Yeah, with these motes orbiting it. Here's my question for you. Here is: does the music of a Grigori bowstring, does it have a different effect? Does it have a different sound than a conventional bow?
I think it does. Not in like tone or like pitch. I think it reverberates for a much longer time.
Okay.
So like if you just like plucked the string on a cello and let it go, that's kind of what this is like.
Okay. So you pluck it 3 times.
Yep. And I'm gonna roll damage all at once after I do all my hits.
Okay. Yeah. 19 is a hit. Just so you know.
16?
Yeah. You fought these things enough that you know their AC is no stranger to you.
Okay.
You're confident in your eyes as an archer here.
Mhm.
Through your experience, your veteranship of fighting these things is that it's an 18.
Okay. So 19 hits. Shoot. But I'm gonna take
So your first one
advantage.
was true. Oh,
gonna-
okay.
I'm gonna take advantage on that last one for the 18.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
damage for both of those.
Cool. I think it shoots the remainder of the eye beam at the second one, so it like just completely disintegrates that second shot as it fires at you.
Yeah.
But by doing that, it needs to concentrate and gets hit twice. So it's going to take a total of 17. Is my math right? 17?
Nope, it's taking that 7 too.
Oh,
it.
yes. Correct. Oh, nice. Okay. It's near death.
Dope. I wish it was dead, but oh well.
No. Yeah, you weren't able. It closes its eyes, and you can see that, like, if it would have closed its eyes just a millisecond or a microsecond beforehand, you would have gotten it, and it would have
Yeah.
been blinded, right? But instead, it hits its weird void-like eyelids and protects itself, and it opens again. You can see that though it's bloodied.
And I now have a +1 in my AC.
Mm.
Says Zoom chat. Is this true?
There was a donation. How it comes into play is up to Eric. How and when it comes into play is up to
Oh,
Eric.
okay.
Oh.
Similar to how your bow has improved over time.
Thank you, friends.
Yeah, no, chat. Go ahead. Just keep piling all the cool stuff on Zarina. No, that's fine.
I need it. My
Yeah.
AC is now 14 with the +1.
Sure, she was really squishy. I'm less squishy than she is, and I'm a bard.
That's true.
I think your armor is blessed by the Master of Crafts upon leaving, and that's why it
He saw
is
my
what it
rage.
is.
He gave it to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Prince Casimir, what do you do?
How close is it to me? Roughly.
So you guys are still basically in single file line coming into this hallway where,
I just stepped like
How
the,
wide's
the
the hall?
melting. The hall right now is 30 feet wide.
Okay. And how close is the eye stalk?
The eye stalks to you are about 60 feet away.
Okay. First things first. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to cast Mirror Image. And so the way this sort of looks is the flames on my head ignite and go from orange to blue as Prince Casimir splits with 3 illusory duplicates of himself, and then they all go back to orange. We all occupy the same space, so now there is 4 of me, and I am much more difficult to target now.
Yeah.
And with that, that's about all I'm going to do as far as my action. Get my defenses up. It's not a concentration spell, but that will end my turn.
Okay. Are you going to advance into the room or?
I'm a wizard, no way.
Okay.
Currently, I'm just standing in the middle of a hall by myself.
Yeah.
Last time I followed someone, I got petrified.
Yeah. Okay. What was Zarina standing out there alone then?
I'm fine. I can dodge.
Okay. Fujin, your turn.
There's one eyeball stalk left.
No, there's still 2.
Damn it. But one of them looks like it's really, really banged up, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, the closest one.
Okay.
What do you do?
Man, I want to go kill that thing. I want to buckle all the swashes. So yeah, he's gonna basically run in there to that eye stalk, and he's gonna slice away at it.
Okay. Yep. So you're moving in there. You would have to use your bonus action to dash, your cunning action to do that.
Man, it's that far away. Okay.
You're in the back of the line to get in here.
Shoot, you're right. Okay, so if it's that far away, he's not going to do that. I didn't realize it was that far away. Instead, he is going to Eldritch Blast it, and I get 2 Eldritch Blasts at 5th level. So,
okay.
Nope, not that one. That one though.
Calibrating your Eldritch
Yeah,
Blast.
yeah.
The one that you missed with an 8 though. Can you roll that attack again, please?
Yep, 3 damage.
Okay. It takes 3 points. This was the one that Min hit, correct?
Yeah, I'm aiming for the one that Min hit.
Okay. Yeah. Now attack. Make a separate attack roll for the Eldritch Blast that missed. Disadvantage for me, please.
Hit.
Oh,
The second one.
Hit Zarina.
Gotcha.
I didn't hit anybody.
Eldritch Blast, 19.
At disadvantage.
8.
Okay. So it's an 8. You fire it down the hallway, the corridor, and you watch as this beam bypasses the dripping icicles, the tentacles, the eye stalks, and you hear it explode behind you, throwing water and ice down on you and Zarina.
Were you just about trying to hit me, Eric? Eric was trying to hit me, everybody. In public.
Yep. Facts.
Well, you're lucky the prismatic ray destroyed the second arrow, or we had a similar problem here.
Yeah, so when this ice just sort of shatters and explodes, he kind of winces and looks behind him. What is this?
Yeah. This room has the same effects as the holding center in Thor Ragnarok.
I like it.
That it loops around. Yeah, so you connect the dots there as you see it explode behind you.
Yeah. And I think that no, because he was warned about these tentacles, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide behind this wall here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you go back and take cover behind the wall.
Yeah.
Totally.
Dope.
I'm not about it.
That sounds smart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me.
Hooray! Doing stuff and things.
Yeah. All right. Back to you, Min.
All right, so I'm actually gonna go ahead. So you see, as like Min takes, this would be the first time actually that Fujin and Casimir see this, where Min like materializes a violin. It looks like spectral light, and it almost different depending on where you look at it. It's like casting different colors across as she takes her bow and starts to play a melody that you can't hear, but she is focusing all of her attention to the eyes and the tendrils that are over there, and is going to be using Shatter to do bad things to them. This is a DC 15 save, though, so...
Okay.
So I'm going to do this here.
You said it's a
Con save.
it's a Constitution save.
Yeah.
All right, it's a 21. So does it resist?
Half-
Is Shatter a type of spell that does half? Okay, it does half. All right.
Yeah, so half of 18.
So it does 9 damage to it. All right, so this explodes, shooting out ice to everything here. That kills the closest ice stalk.
It does up to 2 creatures or 3 creatures in a radius. That's why. So hold on.
Oh, okay.
Erupts from a point. Each creature in a 10-foot. So anything within 10 feet of it.
Okay. Well, that's enough to hit all of them.
Okay.
So you destroy one eye stalk.
Okay.
The other ones were affected, but they're still up and moving. Yeah, so one eye stalk withers and returns to the void.
Are all of them gonna do the save, or are you just taking the damage?
Oh, that's right. I should roll them for all of them. All right, so one takes full. All right, so both the tentacles. You said 14 save, right?
15. DC 15.
15. Oh, wow, even better. Cool. All right, so both of the tentacles have failed. So I have one eye stalk left.
Okay.
And mine says rolling the dice hyphen. Okay, so the second one takes full damage. Second eye stalk is at 18. Ooh, yeah. It rocks it up. It makes its eye bleed as it tries to like close its and shutter its eye as best it can. You can see blood pouring from it.
Okay.
But it's still alive.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Zarina.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So it's a D8 for you on that one.
Awesome.
Oh, and I am done.
Okay.
Okay. So then it's
Hit
to me. Yep. You're standing out, and you're the closest one to it, so it's gonna go after you.
Cool.
Oop, that's the wrong slash. Okay.
Okay.
This is the same ray. We see a flashback of this ray hitting Talk.
Uh-oh.
Would you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
I would.
As the same, you see it in slow motion hurling towards you. You look over.
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. This is all happening in slow motion as you see yourself dodging in bullet time. You roll a 16?
Yes.
Okay. You're okay. You just get out of the way as this beam hits some ice that you watch it just turn to stone, petrify.
Is this indicative of my dancing abilities? Because I think it should be.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a very good dancer.
That's a hard yes.
Casimir's very impressed.
The two tentacles over here that haven't been doing anything begin to slap the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And as they slap the ground,
the
tentacles. No, as they slap the ground, the tentacles begin to make a pattern, and it's causing some of the ice near you, like above you on the tops, like near the very, very tops that's been completely frozen solid, that's been thawing, to finally give way, and breaking apart comes some of this black oozy blood of this creature out to the ground in front of you.
Okay.
As they just ba-boom, 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 as they drop to the ground and begin to look at you.
Okay.
But they don't get to go this turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
I think I'm gonna shoot it.
Which
eyeball.
one? The eyeball?
The eyeball. But I'm gonna wait to see if this kills it, and then I get to move my hunter's mark to it, which I do. So here we go.
Yeah.
Yay. 5
Mike
damage.
isn't showing the dice rolls like a jerk.
Plus, so it does 10
There he is.
damage on that hit to that eyeball. Please tell me it's dead.
Oh, it's not dead yet.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it again.
That's ostensibly. Yes. You have finally killed it as it retreats and dies.
Z's not here to mess around today, everybody.
Yeah. This whole place begins to shake. Yeah, you're down to clown in Void Town.
So this black stuff is on the ground in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get around it?
It's about 10 feet behind, or I guess to your left. I mean, it's kind of hard to say behind you because this whole place is a circle.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you look one way, 60 feet away are two tentacles and the eye stalk that you just slain. But if you look the other way, 10 feet behind, close to you is this growing pool of black ooze.
I'm moving towards the stalks. I'm not moving within any range where they could hit me, but I'm moving in because I want to just I want us to start wailing.
Distance
on them.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And get away
Okay.
from that ooze.
Totally. All right.
And that's my turn.
Mm-hmm. All right. Prince Casimir, it's your turn, and then Fujin, you're on deck.
Jib Jab loves eye stalk. He got a 19 as an octopus to jump on the eye stalk and deliver a.
Eye stalks are gone.
Oh, there's no eye stalks there?
No, there's
Man,
only
you
tentacles
must be
left.
killing
They have,
them?
they have focus fired. They focus fired down the eye stalks.
I was programming that macro. Well, he goes sliding down and jumps onto a tentacle.
Okay.
He's Jib Jab. He got a 19 to jump and grab onto a tentacle to deliver a shocking grasp spell.
Okay. I guess that is enough. Ouch.
19 to hit, and he does 8 points of lightning damage.
Oh, okay. You find that the electricity here is extremely effective around this water. But Zarina, can you also make a reflex save for me, please?
Absolutely.
Dexterity.
Dex.
Yeah, this is dexterity.
I actually have shit. What's my save? I'm trying to decide if it's worth it.
Oh, it's 12.
Oh yeah, then I'm gonna use my leftover advantage from last time and take that 13.
Okay. You're not damaged, but the other oozes over here take 4 points of damage from your lightning.
Cool.
This whole place is electrically charged.
I'm so
All right.
mad, guys. I have a +5 to my dex and I'm rolling garbage.
It's okay.
Jib Jab essentially is now clinging to one of the tentacles.
Yeah.
He probably won't last, but
We'll see.
I just wanted to do that. I was like, I'm going to throw my octopus at something
Yep.
to deliver a spell.
It's working. All right.
Okay, where is this lightning all over the place? Or did that go away?
It has gone away.
Okay,
It
cool.
was my shocking grasp.
Okay, I wanted to make sure it wasn't like a lightning puddle just around for me to get lasered in. So there's these two tentacles and these other things that are over there. Is that what I'm getting over there? Whatever the heck these monsters
Yeah.
are.
Yep. 2 tentacles and two oozes.
Okay. So since chat has dictated what this crit is for, what is Zarina aiming for?
Oh, I'm hitting the tentacles.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use my bonus action dash to get over to the tentacles. I assume that's... can I get that far? Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my my bonus action to dash over there, and then I am going to use my sneak attack and my dope-ass rapier, and I am going to crit these mofos. So let's see here. Let's change this to this. And ka-chow!
Okay.
All right, so you're going to take... that damage. You're going to take 17 damage, plus I have a sneak attack in there somewhere. And the sneak attack damage also doubles, right? Because it's all
Yeah,
part of a
chip,
crit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you get a bow, bow, bow. Yeah, so you take 17, 29 damage to these tentacles.
Yeah, that one immediately recoils and dies.
Yeah, so he just sort of runs by and kind of like disregards Zarina's presence entirely as he runs by her and just like slides on the ice and severs one of the tentacles in half.
Was that the one Jib Jab was attached to?
No, he would have. He's fought with you before.
was, yes.
Was it?
It was the
Damn,
one with Jib Jab,
Damn you, Jib Jab.
Jib
Jib
Jab
Jab's okay.
All right.
lands in the puddle.
And immediately electrocuted.
He is the source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe that's going to end it for my turn.
Okay. Then it's back to Min.
Okay, cool. This is exciting, guys. I have so much anxiety right now. You have no idea. Like, I'm just, I should probably stop listening to the music because it's just making it worse. Guys, I get very immersed here, okay? Shh. Okay, so what Min's gonna do is I was thinking about this, but then Fujin moved into the thing, but there's the other stuff over there. Those two goopy things on the ground. That's kind of closer to us. Do they appear like they're moving towards us?
Yes. Okay.
Then in that case, I will use Shatter once more time. That's English.
Yeah, that's yeah, totally.
Once more.
We all do the English very well here.
Yes. Okay.
So they need to make Constitution saves, right?
Yeah, DC 15 each. If I can find this.
First one fails. Second one passes.
Okay.
So, and I take 17 damage. Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
17 and then half. So
All right. That was at the tentacle, right?
no, those were at the
the
dudes
oozes,
that
yeah.
were
Okay.
the goopies.
Yeah.
Calling
All right.
them goopies.
One of the goopies is dead.
Okay. And the other one takes half
The
damage.
goopy groupies.
I'm guessing rolled or
Yeah.
rounded down is what I meant to say.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action once more for Bardic Inspiration on Serena.
Thank you.
I'm all like, you can do it! Kill these guys!
I can do it with your help.
Yeah, you can. You got this. What is what?
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Summer. I thought you asked a question.
No.
Was it a secret one?
What is love? Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Thank you, everybody's bobbing their head.
So, for the first time, we're going to see a tentacle actually be able to move itself and head over to Fujin.
Gross.
You see this tentacle
wow.
extend as far as it can to try to attack you.
I'd rather it didn't.
I know, but so it goes. You right?
Yeah, but
You'll probably be fine.
Screw what I want, right?
You're a tough kid.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's. I just want to double check its modifier because it's not in the Roll20 compendium. Double checking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think an 8's gonna do it, right?
No, an 8's not going to do it this time.
Okay. Weird. All right.
Yeah. Too school for cool, this guy over here. That's for sure.
I've never heard that before. That's great.
F you, tentacle monster. Not today.
Yeah.
I'm not losing 2 twins down here to the tentacle monster.
What? I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Zarina's
this
not killing
oozes-
both brothers.
Yeah. Zarina, this ooze is going to make its way over to you.
Okay.
And it rolls a 1. So, all right.
I mean, ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like next to me now?
Yep, it's right next to you. Yeah. What do you do?
I mean, I really just want to keep shooting that tentacle down there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm fine, that this ooze is not bothering me.
Okay.
And I'm going to move my hunter's mark and shoot at the remaining tentacle. Not enough, right?
Nope.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try
Bardic Inspiration!
again. Yeah, oh yeah. Give me that.
Also,
Cough.
also we have regular advantage as well.
I already used it.
F me.
Hey, it's enough.
Hey.
See?
See?
Min is
There
like
you
in the
go.
background, just like cheering you on, like you
Literally
can do it,
reminding,
Serena!
like she gets.
Serena, remember the thing!
Okay. Oh, just the 8 though, and then 3. So
Just a chill 8, just a chill 11.
yeah, just till
Okay.
11.
It's still alive.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it again. Or try.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna happen for me this time.
Yeah, not today. Okay, Prince.
Jib Jab is jumping on the remaining tentacle. He fails completely. Jib Jab, you're no bueno. He's essentially delivering a shocking grasp spell at range of touch, but he misses completely.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just kind of looks back at me when I tell him to, and I'm like, gah. And then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step and move and join the fray. And I'm going to kind of cut in on this Ooze and Zyrina, all four of me, because I'm still multi-imaged.
Yes,
and
you're in 4D.
Yes, and I'm coming just a little too close to the Ooze, trying to get its attention away from our Grigori friend.
Okay, so that's not actually an attack.
Well, I already used my action to shocking grasp through the jib.
Okay, right, okay. I see, you're trying to interject yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Fujin, you have a weakened tentacle in front of you?
Goddamn right I do. And I'm slashing this sucker. So we got some rapier attacks on this thing. Ka-chow! Oh wait, that's not actually true. Hold on. It's just a regular 20.
Oh dang.
Why is everything green?
It's just a regular 20.
Look at everybody. You can see unMadeGaming's sweet hacks have broken.
Yeah. I turned it so it auto crits, so I didn't have to roll all the extra things last time, and I forgot to change it back. I get too excited.
Yeah.
So it's just a regular 20. I assume a 20 hits.
Yeah, that is a regular 20.
Cool.
A regular 20 does hit.
Yeah, so 10 damage, and then I get sneak attack on this thing. Ka-chow! So 15 damage as he slices through this thing with his rapier again.
Describe how you kill it.
So Jib Jab missed entirely, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So he basically waits for Jib Jab to leap off the ground, and he slices the thing and causes Jib Jab to kind of miss as it is still severing as Jib Jab lands next to it.
Yeah, splatters onto the wall. His tentacles spread. Kind of looks like an old-timey wall walker.
Yeah.
Kind of wiggles and jiggles and
as
slides.
he slides down and shakes a tentacle at me.
He looks grumpy.
Yeah, he shakes one tentacle.
Oh my god, I want to draw him so bad right now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... how far away is the combat that's currently happening over there?
To you?
Yeah.
About 30 feet.
Okay, then
so near.
Okay, so then I'm going to move over to it.
Get in on this.
I'm gonna get all up in there.
But you already used your attack action, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay. Mid. The last remaining part here is this tiny little ooze. This whole place is shaking and rumbling as this creature is in its death throes.
Well, I guess I'm gonna kill it. With friendship. No, I'm just kidding. How close am I compared to this thing?
What are you considering casting?
You're considered near.
I mean, if anyone could kill it with friendship, it'd be Min. So
I mean, like, I feel like I kind of want to, but I'm not gonna, because that'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna use a cantrip as to not to bother my spells right now. Which is gonna be Minor Discord, and it's a DC 15 save as well.
What kind of save?
DC 15 strength save.
Cool.
God damn it!
It doesn't do anything on a failed or on a successful save, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Dang it!
Still alive.
Do you not have any crits left or anything?
No, I used them all saving you last time. Remember?
Oh yeah.
remember that time you died?
Almost died. Thank you very much.
This ooze is going to disengage and begin to try to run away. Zarina, what do you do as it runs away?
Absolutely not. I'm shooting it. Are you kidding?
Do we get attacks of opportunity on this running away?
No, it's disengaged.
Oh, disengaged. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Hunter mark right on that bad boy.
Shipping.
And here we go. 19.
That would be enough. Describe how you kill it. 13 damage.
I mean, I really... We know her style. There's no flair. I think she just is like watching it run away, and it's... Is this the final one?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, they're just kind of watching it go, and she just slowly like raises her bow and lets that arrow fly. Strikes true.
And with the death of this ooze, there's a monumental rumble as the distances. We get it like a Michael Bay Transformers like woo sound, right? As the ground around you begins to bend and shift with the death of this creature. The black tendrils around this space that's been interceding between these through the icicles are no longer to be seen as they begin to retreat into nothingness. And where they retreat, the space of this place begins to shift and bend. The thing that we see most from the perspective of Zarina, Casimir, and Fujin is that Min begins to be standing on the wall. And Min, you kind of, without even doing anything, start to stand on the wall, and you can look down on it like you're standing sideways, looking down at your three companions as your feet begin to slip. What do we all do?
Oh boy.
Going upstairs.
Oh boy, guys.
There is no upstairs.
We're trapped here? Oh, shit.
No, it's just that you can see the hallway plain
Okay.
as clear. It's just that what once was the floor is now the wall.
Okay, so what was upstairs, that's where we're going. What used to be upstairs to us, that's where I want to go. Back to the main level of the bathhouse. Tell me how to take Min with me there. I'd grab onto her if she was... I would run over and grab onto her.
You're gonna... No, so Min is higher up than you. So
Okay.
Min is basically, as this place shifts, Min positions themselves on the wall about 20 feet higher than the rest of you.
Can I run up on the wall?
Looking down. Then
Yeah,
the down
and-
is the floor.
Is she
Wait.
falling?
Yeah, they're falling to you as gravity of this place begins to shift again.
I'm going to go catch her.
Hold on. What's down is down. Wait, where's the actual floor?
Where's actual floor, Eric?
What's
The actual...
what's up, dog?
Where
Does he have a
Fujin...
stew about?
Where Fujin and Casimir and Zarina are standing, that is the floor.
I
But
want to
we
go
need to
catch
go
her.
Other
Oh.
way, right? If we're going back up, quote, up. the
I want
side
to
of the
try
wall.
something.
If she is falling, I want to try and catch her.
The question we need to answer right now is
Okay.
what happens to Min as they're falling. Okay,
Okay.
so that is the first thing.
What
so you
happens to
Make a
me?
reflex save to catch Min.
I can try to dex myself here, though.
Yeah, but Zarina's trying to.
Oh,
I want
All
to
right,
use
now try to dex yourself, Min.
yeah. I was thinking, can I use acrobatics here to, like, basically
Slow
reel-
yourself down.
Yeah, like basically using like the walls and like the opening here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, Summer. I realized that we should have resolved this first before you made the
No,
dex
it's
save.
okay. I was
but Roki would say.
prepared. I was prepared to use my inspiration to
Mhm.
up that.
Gosh darn
Okay.
it! Really? Really? Is that a thing?
Why
Why am I
is
rolling ones on all of my dexterity stuff? I swear to God,
that is
it's my best stat here.
It's
Well,
mine
that's a little-
too.
that is stressful. Yeah, Min, you begin to slip. So you know that a 12 is not going to be enough to catch Min.
Okay, yeah, I want to use my inspiration.
Oh, fudge that, monkeys! I'm just gonna use Featherfall. I'll be fine.
Fudge that, monkeys.
Is Featherfall a reaction?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, if it's a reaction, then you could cast the
Oh
spell.
god.
Okay.
And then a 12 would be enough.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Well, no, a feather fall would be.
featherfall.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but I thought it'd be cute.
You could still run and slowly just
May
stand
please
there.
catch me anyway, please, because she's like, I don't know what's going on. And the way that this probably happens is she never really has cast this on herself. She's usually helping other people or whatever. Or like if she is casting it on herself, it's when she's like jumping down from like high up or whatever. So she's prepared to use it. This is more of like a oh crap reaction. And so she like does this and doesn't realize that she did it. So she's still like kind of panicking in the process. So yeah, so she's kind of falling, but her falling slows as she gets to you.
Behind you, Min, comes this rushing sounds of water
Oh boy.
pouring down here.
Oh, I knew it. Up is down and down is up.
All right. So what are you guys going to do? You have saved Min, but now the next problem here is that this water is about to come in any second now, coming down the exact same way from Min as it's going to try to pour down here to this basin that you find yourselves in. What do you do?
Where's that key at?
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Did you say any minute or any second?
Any second.
All right. How wide is that space?
The key is an instantaneous teleport. It can be cast as a ritual, basically.
No. We were talking about the direction Min was coming from. I was trying to figure out how much of
wide.
a space.
Oh yeah, it's about 10 feet wide. It's the hallway. The only way out of here, that as far as you could tell, is up this wall in front of you.
How far does the wall go up? Roughly?
Another, let's say, 40 feet.
Okay. What I was thinking about doing was plugging the hole where she fell from with Leomin's tiny hut, which is an impenetrable wall of force, but that might not fix the baths. And it would take a minute to cast. We may not have a minute. So what I'm going to do is attempt to essentially Misty Step up the wall, if possible. Kind of hop, skip, and a jump and Misty Step up it and try to travel up the wall.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm trying to give you an idea.
Yes, I am understanding more clearly now what we need to do.
Right.
So,
So what was originally flat has now changed. This basin here is what's flat. And then Min fell down this hole here through the ceiling, which was once the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Inception style, the floor has raised up.
Yes. I should have. See, that's what I should have done. I should have said Inception style.
That would have made way more. No, I'm like, I didn't understand that there was. No, never mind. I thought she slipped onto the previous walls. I didn't realize that the floor had literally raised up to be the wall.
Yes.
I don't know what any
So
of this
Misty, yeah. So Misty stepping up here is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, because it's not a valid surface. What's the range of this Misty Step?
30 feet, but I can also kind of move. So it's not a valid surface. So when you say that, describe to me what you mean by not a valid surface.
It's the same reason why you can't Misty Step into the middle of the air.
Why can't you Misty Step into the middle of the air? It's an unoccupied space.
For the same reasons why you can't like summon a cow like 60 feet in the air.
Why can't you?
The way Misty Step was taught to you is that it can't do this.
Okay.
Are you saying that's not true?
Well,
are you saying that your time on the comet here has given you training
here's what
to
I'm
do this?
saying.
Because I would be willing to do that.
Mechanically, the way the spell's described, D&D is allowed to work on, X, Y, and Z. The way the spell works is you can teleport up to 30 feet away to an unoccupied space.
Right.
That just means nothing else can be in the space. Now, whether I stand there or not, if it's 40 feet, that's a bit too far. You can, as long as something's within range, you can you can summon things. That's like saying I couldn't summon a bat in the air because, well, it's in the air, right?
Well, a bat.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
A cow would fall, but what I'm trying to do is it's not uncommon for players in Dungeons and Dragons to teleport up a cliff rather than climb.
Right, but that implies there's a valid space for you to jump to.
Yeah, I'd have to be able to see it, and if I can't see it, that's kind of the way I'm thinking about it.
Exactly.
And I know Ethan's saying I'm correct in chat, but I don't think I can see where I need to land. It's just a bit too far.
No, here's the thing. I'd be willing for you to try it. You'll cast Misty Step knowing that without seeing where you're jumping, this will be difficult. So while you cast the spell will be cast, but then I need you to make a Knowledge Arcana check for you to be able to...
See, but it won't work, because in order for the magic to work, in order for magic to work, you have to be able to control the magic, or it never works. That's a quote from Penn and Teller. So if I can't control it, I can't cast it.
Two genders.
I don't know that Penn and Teller. I don't know that quote applies to Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, it does. You don't do magic that you can't control. So, or it's too dangerous. So
I feel like warlocks do magic they can't control all the time.
So hi.
I can set Jib Jab up there.
Is this a ledge now?
Have you seen that?
I mean, it's around the corner that we've been around many a time, and I'm assuming that because it has 2 walls and a ceiling, that would make it a ledge somehow.
Yeah, you can try.
This is still a tunnel that we can still climb up and literally,
ostensibly,
spelunk our way through.
Yeah.
Hi, though. Is there any... Min and I did rest down in this room down here. Is there no other way out of here except for the way that we came in? We spent a long rest down here.
Did we?
You guys were dead. We did.
Oh, right.
No.
Yeah, in that weird room.
Are you rushing over there?
I'm just asking if I remember if there's another way out of here other than up this wall.
Oh, you know that's a hard no. Resting over there, that there was no way out over on that side.
So there's no other way out.
No, that was half of the inane scribblings of the missing navigator.
Okay.
Eric, I think I've decided how I'm going to get up there.
Hell yeah. Okay, good, because you guys have moments, and this is it. I was going to say, we're ready to deal with the water.
Jib Jab is able to climb walls. He has a climbing speed. He can go right up the wall, and I can see through Jib Jab's eyes. So seeing through Jib Jab's eyes, I will use my bonus action to essentially attempt to Misty Step to where he can see.
Okay. Jib Jab's eyes show you a valid place to sit, as well as a huge torrent of water pushing and barreling towards that same exact spot.
Okay, so we essentially no longer want to climb up there anymore, right?
No, everyone's about ready to get covered and doused with a bunch of water as this place has reshifted and redistributed all of that water that I was describing earlier down into here as a basin. Right. So like basically all of the pipes now are getting flushed with water, and you guys happen to be where all that water's going.
I just want to point out that this is the first thing that I said when we were down here before, that this is the bottom of the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, we got that.
Yeah.
Damn it. I hate
Cover me.
Yeah, I understand. We get that. And like understand
Drown
we're trying to figure this out through abstract descriptors and a lot happening at once. So we're it's been about 5 minutes, so we can try. So
you're
something
okay.
else, something else I might try is time
is slowed down while you're doing this, right? Because you're an intelligent wizard, and so we have that sort of like Doctor Strange. You're thinking about all the different like manipulations.
Sherlock
or Sherlock Holmes is really the better scripture here.
Yeah,
they're the same person, right? Has anyone else thought that they're the same person? It's that's all Marvel. No, okay.
They're all the same. I'm almost thinking cast a flaming sphere up there above us to try. No, it'll turn to hot steam and we'll be scalded. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it'd be horrible.
Just drown us.
Do you
Drown us
say
and
that?
we'll swim out.
You say that as just a bunch of water comes
Everybody
down.
start holding your breath.
So Fujin hears everyone panicking and coming up with different solutions, and he casually walks away from everyone. And as he does, he pulls the rope out of his bag and ties it around the waist of Tak, and then his own waist, and then waits for the water to hit.
You're gonna drown.
Oh, that's
No,
amazing.
I'm not going to get sucked in the whirlpool's vortex of water.
He's-
I'm going to be anchored.
500 pounds. Yeah, I'm going to pitch myself as I can to Fujin as well. I think that's the best bet.
This is an endless loop.
Fujin is the smart. Yeah, Fujin has devised up a pretty clever strategy here. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone else realized it at the time, as everyone was factoring how to get up this ledge here. And so now you guys are going to have to beat the water to get yourselves to this statue.
Doing it.
I was going to say, does it at least warrant a roll?
Yeah, absolutely. So effectively, you need to outrun this. So I would imagine this is some sort of dexterity save.
Okay.
All right, so we have to outrun it. So
Or strength.
I was going to say, I'm going to Misty Step as far away from the torrent of water as I can, and then full on dash.
Okay.
I'm trying to hold on to Min.
You need. Okay, so
We're running though towards this.
Yes.
is
absolutely.
Misty Step's a bonus action, correct?
Yes, and dash is an action.
And Misty Step is only verbal, somatic, right? Not verbal.
Let me.
It's only. I'm pretty sure it's only somatic, and it's probably really simple to cast.
It's only verbal.
Oh yeah, okay. You could totally do that as the water comes down. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm teleporting.
Right. Okay.
I'm getting ready to hold my breath.
I mean, like we're gonna go into this run as quickly as we can,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Min, you need to make a dexterity check as you run, and so does Zarina.
Oh my god! I finally rolled something that wasn't a 10.
Hey,
Good
okay,
one.
you're able to make it. And what was that, Zarina?
I was just praying.
Okay, you both are able to make it and grab Tak as the water comes pouring down into here. Everyone's okay as you brace yourselves against Tak's ruggedly charming body, even
Thanks, Tak.
made of stone.
Ruggedly charming body. He had no emotion.
Maybe
He had a big heart.
to the untrained eye.
Oh God. I love
So this whole
game.
place is now about waist deep. Maybe for I don't know how tall you are. Are you at least 5 feet something?
Like 5'6".
Min? 5'6"?
Yeah, I'm 5'6".
All right, more like rib deep water here.
Min
And,
has
Is this fine?
It continues. The
like-
initial torrent of water is over, but now there's like kind of more and more just trickling down into this place.
Yep.
So
This is fine though because I'm unimpaired when I am in water, so it's
the
good.
water moves down into here. Yeah.
Jib Jab is going to try swimming through the water and look for a way out. He is an aquatic creature.
How long
Luckily,
does the water
so is
keep?
Note.
Does the water keep flowing down this hole, or does it eventually stop?
It eventually stops as it fills up with water, and then it continues to raise up the basin here.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are. That
Look at
is.
Summer doing her deep breathing.
Are
Sorry.
we
Yeah.
I'm prepared to say. If
No,
I can
that is
hold
the
my
only
breath.
one.
If I can legitimately hold my breath this whole time, I feel like I should be able to do it
Very hard
Okay.
to suffocate.
in character.
You're not-
Everyone talk slower.
So nobody is so underwater right now.
Yeah.
I
wanna
know, but I'm getting ready to be.
Okay. Yeah. This is I take Titanic's situation.
So does
I'm
it
spending-
look like we're
yeah.
going to be underwater?
Well, I'm spending the next minute casting Leomin's tiny
Yes.
hut to create a wall of force around us.
If we can, guys, if we can just move with the rising water
Yeah.
and like angle ourselves, we should be able to float up with it and
I'm
stay
gonna
on the
use this-
surface of the water as it fills through the halls.
Tiny hut.
Yeah, I'm
I like
giving
them.
us.
Okay.
Yeah, we can fit like I think up to 9 people in here.
Yeah,
This
but
is-
we can't leave the area.
No,
If
relax.
we leave it,
This is
Oh, this is amazing, Grant.
like I'm not gonna get stuck inside of a hut underwater. Because as
That will happen. Yes, it will
Like,
be. It'd be
I want to
subsumed in
rise
water,
the
but you will be
surface.
fine.
Yeah.
I want to rise with the surface of the water.
Yeah.
Last
staying down here in a dome underwater
and
is
then
not
having
a
to
great
swim
idea.
the whole way up would be miserable. I want to stay at the top of the water as long as possible. I want to go with the rising water.
I can cast underwater breathing.
Also, it's
Well,
only
okay.
a 10-foot dome, and the ceilings are 50 feet high.
Yeah, so that's why you'll just get water on top of the dome.
it'll
That's
just be
what I'm
completely
saying.
covering the
Not,
thing.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is it's a nice little safe space down here, though, in case your plan fails. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying if it does, you have a contingency.
I've
Well, the
said my
problem
plan.
is we can't go in and out of that dome to like catch our breath. Like it's cast, it's there, and then as soon as you leave, it's gone.
There's
So-
lots of loopholes in D&D.
Is the water...
just
The water is still
saying.
rushing down, right, through this hole?
Eric, I've told you my plan. That's what I'm doing.
This is what Min and Z are doing for sure.
I'm holding on to her because she is a fast swimmer.
Okay. You would know by holding on and the rate of this water going up, there's not going to be enough water to get you to like just float your way up out of here. The water is going to basically stop about here. So you're about 10 feet up from the lip.
Oh, well, that's easy. We'll be fine. We can do that.
I sent Jib Jab to scout ahead. I had mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
What has he found? I'm essentially having him. He was sent to scout
Right.
upwards and onwards.
Yeah, I will
We can
draw
look
in.
through him.
Yeah, I will draw in pink, sort of like what's going on here. So this is the floor. This is the wall. Right? So it's kind of like this. This place folds again as it does this up the wall. Like, so basically the way you went in has folded twice over.
Mm.
So if you can get up to here, you'd have to figure out another way up to climb up out of here to the top. Jib Jab has noticed that the spot where you came in has not moved. The spot that you came in is still the same level with the rope coming down from the holes. It's still at the top here. But the whole way this place has shifted and changed and moved requires you to basically figure it out.
How tall's each segment? Like, if roughly in feet.
Okay, about 30.
How wide is?
Wide is about 10 feet.
Oh, we're doing
height
it
is
llama Cusco style. Let's do. Not even
Back to backs?
Yes.
Alright.
Can we do that?
Yes, please do. Please let us do that. Advantage because we're helping each other. Come on.
Mhm.
Come on, Eric. You know you want to.
Cool.
How far is this from here?
No, because this is okay. This is something we have not. I love this idea. I'm going to be very clear. I want to say that I do. I absolutely adore this idea.
But
This will be difficult, and I'm not willing to say this is the advantage, but I'm willing to say that. Okay, no, this is how. Okay, fuck it. This is how it works. All right, you want
Okay.
advantage? This is how this is how this is going to work. Rather than one person roll, you get to choose the better of the two rolls between both of you working together.
Okay. I'm all like looking at Z and I'm like, that
So
could-
split up
Okay.
amongst yourselves how you want to do this. Sorry.
Uh, Eric, from where talk is to the hole, how far away is that?
From top to the hole, it's about. It's more than 30 feet, maybe like 35, 40 feet.
Okay. So before Min and Z swim away, because if that's what it looks like they're about to do, you would see that Fujin begins to untie himself from the rope, and he looks over to the two of you, kind of looking like you're calculating the distance, and he says, "This is easily 45 feet. We can rise the tide with this." And he slowly begins to unravel himself towards the hole, because the rope's 50 feet wide, so if you just hold on to this, the tide will bring you up. So you don't have to swim crazy and risk getting sucked into a loop.
Well,
The tide?
I don't have to worry about that because of.
Well,
I'm
you
not
don't.
affected
You
by
don't.
one.
Yeah. So like right. So the water's rising, the Talk won't move because he weighs 500 pounds. So like if you hold onto the rope and slowly let the rope out, you'll rise with the rising water up to that hole because it's 50 feet of rope. Well, 45 feet of rope conservatively. So you might get that could be your advantage right there, is swimming while holding the rope. Because you can navigate the rest of us as we hold the rope and sort of ride the...
That's not what we're talking about doing, though.
Yeah.
Are you not talking about swimming up the tide?
Do you not know the Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
We're talking about back-to-back against this wall to wall walk our way up to the ledge.
Oh, I thought you meant back-to-back tied to the rock as you go over the waterfall.
No.
Right. So, Mike, Mike, when you were explaining your problem, I wanted to explain that the water, you guys have solved my water problem. The water is no longer the most immediate threat to you all to get out of here.
Getting out of there.
It's literally the climbing up this awkward space.
So that's what we want to do.
Yeah, we're doing the back-to-back llama.
If we do,
I love that.
If we do, I would say that this is either...
You guys just want to summon the hut underneath you and just keep summoning
That's what I was going to do. That was what I was thinking. Well, I can summon up to like 3.
This is way cooler. I'm sorry, but... Anybody can cast a spell. This takes teamwork and friendship.
I have a question.
Grant, I love... sorry, Summer, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask, like, could you cut Talk off at the feet with this hut?
What are you talking about?
No, it forms around you.
You're not cutting off Talk's feet.
Well, I mean, he could buy new ones.
No, it forms around you.
I was trying to think of a way we could, like, push him up. You cut him off at, like, chest down, and we just save his core.
Oh, Grant's face is so sad right now.
You know, there was this episode where we didn't get to play a game, and you're like, "Oh, one day you're gonna cry, Grant."
Grant, I just wanted to say that I absolutely adore your propensity to creatively problem solve with magic. I love this. Okay.
I don't.
But you are being overruled by the amazing, awesome problem solving skills, the problem solving skills, and as well as adoration to perhaps one of the best movies ever made, The Emperor's
I know, the best.
It's fair.
Yes.
So
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I have rope trick.
Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
that's awesome. Hell yes.
This whole time.
We can get them out when we get to
Hi, everyone. Welcome to a world where I have rope trick.
Throw it up and just sticks to the ground and pulls straight down. Yeah. Now you can just rappel up the wall. So you're not gonna do the back-to-back thing?
We're trying to do the back-to-back thing. I'm just saying, like, as we get over to the wall, I'm like, if this doesn't work, I do have rope trick.
As you're back-to-back beginning the difficult descent,
We're like just
a difficult ascent.
So are we using acrobatics?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what this is going to be is that this is technically one check for both of you at advantage, but the idea here is that both of you are rolling not at advantage.
Right. Yes.
Right. So you just use the greater of the 2 checks between you two as you work together to coordinate yourselves up this ledge.
Let's do it. Acrobatics. Let's go for it.
Not mine. I hope yours is better.
Sweet Lord.
Mindy, 20s are not your friend. They're just not your friend at all.
I roll in percentile system, so this is like
6 for me.
Guys.
Holy shit! You guys both fall into the water. You don't take any damage because you barely even get started. It's not working.
Slip, and then I cast rope trick.
Yeah, the water is just too the walls are too like
slick. Totally, they're slick from the water. Yeah.
I have rope, by the way. I never gave mine away. You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends.
Where are you going in that space?
I'm not going into that space.
What if something comes out of that space? It's extra dimensional and we're on a comet.
That's true. No, this is actually an invalid spell. Oh wait, no, not anymore.
We killed that thing.
We killed it.
Yeah, you killed that thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So I cast it with one action, and then the spell, and then the rope goes, and then we can climb the rope.
You basically cast it all the way up here so you can use the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The rope means that you can climb out of here with acrobatics at advantage, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's guaranteed. Because the reason why it's not guaranteed is that this place is beginning to churn and turn ostensibly on as the breach and this creature have sort of as they recede more and more, we get a return to normalcy in the area. And
I have a very important question.
ooh, yeah,
I've scoured the PHB and Roll20, and there's
Bless you
no
for doing
answer. What happens to the objects inside Liamin's tiny hut when it is dismissed?
Nothing.
What's your
Everything.
question?
They become unpetrified. I don't know.
Because it forms around wherever you cast it, and Tok is a dead statue who
No,
is
he's
now
not. He's not
who
dead. He
is
is
now
alive.
right. He's an
He has
alive
full-
statue,
He has full
Talk
HP.
would remain. Yeah,
but he's a
Talk
Talk would
statue.
remain where they are
Oh.
because I don't think it would work considering the being still has a soul in it. It would take for what it's worth. It would take Raijin along wherever it would go.
Raiden's already upstairs.
I
Well,
know.
You have to,
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Theoretically,
Yeah.
Remember, the hut is an immobile dome.
yeah, I can't move.
It is a thing. The space inside it, the air inside it, is not different. Well, no, it is different air. It's a calm, soothing atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I
My
don't
question.
know.
My question was, if Tok is an object, when he dismisses the thing, does Tok stay in the temporal hut? And when you
Tok-
reform it, is Tok in the temporal hut the
No,
second time?
I'll actually give you operational definition
you-
from the player's handbook. Talk is a creature, not an object. There's location,
Correct.
creatures, and objects.
I was
He is a
hoping that
creature.
he was a statue.
Stop objectifying our dead pieces.
I'm trying to get him out of the damn hole. Work with me, Grant.
You just gotta wake up the wizard.
I'm trying to save your statue boy.
Just wake up your wizard.
Listen, this is
got
a
this.
this is a kids show. Don't say that. Oh man. Okay, so what's happening? Did you rope tricked, right?
I
We're
rope
getting the
tricked.
hell out of here.
And we need to climb the rope.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. You just have
Climbing
to
the-
just. Yep.
Cool.
I'm at advantage. I don't know. One of those.
27 is perfect.
You
Yeah.
did it.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the top.
All right.
Not me. Leave me behind.
No. Hold on. You fall. Stand by.
Into the
It
water.
has a duration, but it's not a concentration check.
No.
Okay. No, you're okay. All right. Just fall into the water. It's fine. This just takes. So every time you do this, every time you fail, it takes you about 10 minutes. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'm fine
10
with that.
minutes. Damn.
That matters.
A failed skill check here takes about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, my upper arm strength is very bad.
Can I do something else to help her? Oh well, the rope already gives her advantage.
No,
There's really nothing
everyone.
else.
Yeah, everyone's kind of already here at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could theoretically inspire them.
That's true, but I've only got 2 bardic inspiration left, so I can't do for everybody.
Was I able
Yeah,
to make it
you-
up there
and you-
with a 15?
No.
Oh, I have advantage, right? Because the rope, so 20.
Oh yeah, so a 20 gets you up there. Yep.
All right, I haven't tried to climb yet. How high up is it?
It's about
30
40
feet?
feet. 40
Okay.
feet.
All right, let me hit this button. Riddle me this. Athletics or acrobatics?
Either here.
I have an 18.
Okay. That will get you. That is sufficient to get you up there.
All right.
All right. So the 4 of you make it up
Nope.
to. Oh, the 3 of you make it up.
I'm still waiting with Zarina. I'm not leaving her behind, so you can just tell
Well
her.
then,
Jim
That's-
Jeff's
if you're
trying
if
to-
you're
Not
if you're not
strong.
leaving if you're not leaving them behind, then your check is considered a fail, right?
No, I'm
'Cause
at
there's
the
no
edge
reason
of
for
the
you rolling at
ledge.
27. Oh, I see what you mean when you say
Like
not.
I'm not
leaving
like
them behind.
continuing on.
Oh, oh, you're staying at the rope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Of course. Okay, that makes okay.
I'm cheering on Zarina as she's making her way and now has bardic inspiration again.
Have you ever heard of the? So there's an old expression, and this is why I got confused.
Oh,
There's an old expression that says a good friend is a friend who bails you out of prison. A great friend is the one that's next to you in the jail cell saying that was fucking amazing.
yeah,
That's why I got confused.
I see. I mean, that's basically the same thing. If she doesn't,
I know that's why it
for
could have went
how
either
long-
way. It could have went either way, and I wasn't sure. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but thanks for clearing that up.
I'm just crying at the bottom, just saying, leave me behind.
Not a chance.
All
Get your butt up here. I'm hungry and we need to go relax after all this.
I used all my energy to cast rope trick.
Okay.
Until you're spent, your arms are tied. You're like you were doing the thing, and they get weaved up there like a serpent. Na 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 na, and the rope comes up. You're like, oh no, my arms are dead.
I'm gonna drown here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try again. I guess.
With bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
If you fail.
21.
Come on. A 21 is certainly sufficient. Serena, you're finally able to pull yourself up here.
God.
Everybody else, as
Hell
you
yeah.
make your way.
I picture them like leaning over the edge to like pull me up over the edge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And as you crest the ledge, a loud gong sounds above the baths.
Oh, those were at the baths. I remember that. Right?
I'm taking that rope with me. I'm
The
ending
ones
rope
that
trick
were-
and taking the rope with me still.
Okay.
I'm not leaving that rope behind. I'm not
I need
like
to
the
go
rest of
get-
you fools.
I
Right,
need to get
so-
a grappling hook again.
So we are not done, as you guys need to make another ostensibly going to be 2 checks for you to climb up the Tetris like weird L shaped squiggly hallway that's been converted from being a hallway into now a chimney.
Can we do this like it's within like climbing / hop jumping distance?
No, each of these is 20 feet.
Let's try back to back
So-
again.
This is Misty Steppable, but not for others.
Yeah, I think I'm going to burn a Misty Step to go to the top and lower one of my ropes. I'm going to try to anchor it to make it easier for them to climb up.
Okay.
So advantage to acrobatics again.
Yeah, to help brace the rope. Yep. Once again, times of a factor here. So
Oh,
21.
21 is certainly sufficient. You got to beat an 18.
Okay, I'm good. Apparently, I'm rolling high on acrobatics now.
How-
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
How wide are
here we
these
go.
walls? Or how far apart are these walls?
About 10 feet.
All right.
The width of the walls is always about 10 feet, and
Okay.
they're about 20 feet high.
I'm gonna. I can't jump 10 feet. That's ridiculous. I was gonna say I'm gonna Prince of Persia off these walls, and I was like, wait a minute,
You're
that's
ridiculous,
completely
Mike.
that's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. That's way too
Absolutely.
far. That's way too far to Prince of Persia off the walls. Yeah, I didn't make the climb, guys.
Okay, I'm going to give you my
another
last
ring
bardic
of the gong.
inspiration.
Dope. All right.
Okay.
Ka-chow! And the bardic inspiration is what, a
1d8?
D8? Okay, so
Yeah.
/R 1d8.
Roll high, roll high, roll high, roll high. Roll.
I need to roll the
Okay.
exact number I needed to roll.
Okay, that's fine. Great.
18.
Only one more climb to go.
And I've got another rope trick. Surprise! Unless you've got more Misty Step, Grant,
I
that you
do.
want to use on us.
I have plenty that I can use, so I'm going to Misty Step up and after retrieving the rope, Misty Step up, and I'm going to anchor and lower another rope for them.
Let's do this
I
shit.
gotta use higher level slots for that, though, so I won't be counterspelling the boss that's waiting for us at the top. It's gonna be the ghost of a cod.
22?
God damn it. Hey! I'm okay with these rolls.
I got a 14.
You got a D8 left.
Yeah, I know. I'm about
No.
to use it. Cool.
Oh,
Rough shot.
Cool.
son of a mother. You guys mind waiting for 4 hours
bad
while
news.
I replenish all my bardic inspiration?
Bad news, Zarina, you don't make it. Good news is, guess what you have reconnected with at this point?
Undava.
Yep.
Yay!
Sense the presence of Undava again.
Oh, thank God. I didn't realize I missed
Very
that.
faintly, but it's back.
I haven't felt that since we've been here, guys.
I know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, something to do with these gongs.
No, that's Min reacting to whatever Z just said. She's like, what?
I think I
30 feet down, like, what? What are you talking about?
Or the ship is finally broken up enough that you can contact the outside world, and we're just super screwed.
Do you have inspiration left?
no.
Oh, damn it. Son of a...
What about for your story prompt?
Oh yeah.
No, I already used it. Guys, I've been using... Think about how many times I've used inspiration today.
That's what I know. You've used advantage from the one we got from chat. You've used bardic inspirations.
I've used 2. Oh, maybe I haven't used my inspiration from
I don't
today.
think you have. I've been keeping track.
I thought I had been too, but I just have so many... I had so many left over. Okay. But I can't use that on that same roll, can I?
Yeah, you can use bardic inspiration and Eric's inspiration in the same roll.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm at a 15 right now.
That's a D6 though.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Oh fucking Christ! God damn it!
What is up with these?
It was not meant to be for me, my
Oh
friend.
no!
Look, you're just gonna take some extra time. That's all, right?
Oh,
We don't have time, Eric.
Eric.
You keep reminding us.
Suggested this.
You keep reminding us how
Okay.
little time we have.
I'm gonna try again. Guys, I'm gonna try again.
Okay,
My arms are tired.
I'm helping.
Okay, here we go.
You can do it. I believe in
Oh
you.
God, your
Oh,
arms,
God.
your arms are tired.
My arms are so
I
tired.
don't even know what to do right now.
You guys can't help me. We're literally just, that's
I
been
know.
20 minutes that I've been trying to climb this rope now.
I
You
know.
want to take a 30,
Yeah, you guys-
30 minutes?
Why don't the 2 of you guys go up there and I'll stay with Z and make sure she...
You guys
Save
begin hearing
yourself.
voices assembling above you.
Maybe it's the good guys.
Does it sound like fish people voices?
No.
Oh.
These voices sound amazing. These voices, no one here speaks Celestial.
Except
No.
for Grant. Maybe.
No.
No, I mean Talk knows. Is the sound? It sounds the way the sky looks at night on a clear day. It is just simply majestic, soft, but powerful, bold,
Can...
but comforting.
This is a
Okay.
great question in chat. Can
Yes,
I
I was-
tie the rope to myself and they can pull me up?
Yeah.
Can I
With your
do,
dumbbell?
like, I don't have
Yeah.
strength here, so I need somebody with strength.
None
So
of us have
would
strength.
somebody would make a strength check, and if you're all helping to sensibly to pick them up, you could do a strength check with advantage. Yeah, I was just avoiding of giving you suggestions.
Yeah, none of us are
I
strength
wanted
based
to, like,
either.
do that so she doesn't have to do it by herself. I'll be like, come on, help me.
Yeah, I will assist you.
I just tie it to myself and I just lay down. No.
Do you wanna roll the strength at advantage? Because I have negative strength, unless you have also negative
I
strength.
don't. I have 0, so yeah, I'll roll it at advantage.
Okay. Fudging monkeys.
Are you
Okay.
serious?
Hey,
un-
can I
like-
take? Can I take
No,
that
I mean, okay, no. Here's what happens at this point. It's not going to be it takes longer. Your rope has broken because of the prolonged use, trying to pull everybody up right now.
I can help you kind of, but it's gonna hurt. Like if you can grab onto the tatters of the rope, I can get you up 10 feet. It's
Well,
just
she
going
has
to
her
hurt.
own rope still. This is.
Oh, that's right. That
this
is the other guy's rope. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Casimir's rope.
just gonna hurt every time I help you.
There has to be something else that we can do.
If you want to take 20 minutes, we can just bypass this.
I mean, we've already taken 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, what's another 20 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
Just
the only
like
other
that,
option. That's the only option I have is I can do it, but it's literally going to hurt.
The only other option is for chat to give her a crit.
I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll wait
I have
real life 20 minutes.
I have the grasp of Hadar, which means if I shoot you with my Eldritch Blast, I can yank you towards me.
You're just gonna shoot.
I said it's gonna hurt, but I can do it. Any number
Yeah.
of times, I can repeatedly shoot you. As long as you can hold on to the rope, I can yank you up.
Okay, I'm down.
It's just
Yeah,
going to
I'm
hurt
down.
every time.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm full health. Shoot me.
Can I roll to hit her at advantage because she's willingly accepting Eldritch Blast in the face?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, dope.
You want to take this damage?
I'm
Yeah.
taking it.
So,
Okay. You can hit twice, right?
yeah, so I have two. So it does it twice back to back. So we'll roll them back to back. All right, one of them misses you, but the first one hits you. You take 6 damage and get dragged 10 feet up in the air.
Okay, now you have to like basically
Grab the rope.
you
I
grab
think-
the frayed bits of the rope.
Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna try and just straight strength it. Can I do that?
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is such a not a good idea.
Totally.
I can't wait to fall 10 feet.
No, I'm readying another Eldritch Blast to get her.
If you get less than a 10, I was gonna say if you get less than a 10, you're totally falling again.
This is such a sad thing.
Oh no!
All right.
Wait,
Well-
okay, wait. I have to take damage now?
Yeah. You begin falling as you're hit with another dark blast of eldritch energy. That
I'm holding onto the rope.
You take
this is
3 more.
literally your hell. This is literally hell. Right now.
You take 3 more damage and get yanked up another 10 feet.
So you grab the rope again.
Sad.
You're just like, wow, wow.
You're like, I think I got this, guys. You get yanked.
This is like Mr. Bean.
How much further is
what
this rope?
Like,
Look, I normally like to describe successes
I-
and failures a lot here, and typically try to avoid failures looking like you guys are bumbling idiots.
But this is too good.
I'm finding it very difficult right now. But
Can I take that?
if someone has a
advantage
suggestion,
18? Can I take that advantage 18 strength?
why?
Because the momentum.
okay,
No,
first of
momentum
all,
of
you
being
clearly fell off the rope,
she's not
got
going to fall
shot
again.
by another eldritch blast.
She's not going to fall fast again, which means that she's going to be able to get pulled up twice as high this time because I'm using Feather Fall, which will slow her
Stop.
falling while you use Eldritch Blast to pull her up even higher.
You used
Stop
Feather
hitting
Fall to
me.
stop her from falling. So now you're just like slowly tumbling down as the
Wait.
rope's out of reach for
How
you.
far is this rope? How long is this rope? Was
I
it
have
40
another
feet?
Rope.
Was it 40
I have
feet?
another rope. I have Feather Fall. I cast Rope Trick, and I grab onto that dang rope because I'm touching it to cast it, and I have Feather Fall. Can I pull myself up using Feather Fall without a strength check?
No, it just means you don't
No, it
fall
just means
down
you
as
slow.
fast.
You fall slower.
Yeah.
I weigh the
This is-
same
this is-
amount?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you aren't the Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You're not
I
going to
feel
float
like-
away.
Yeah, no, you weigh the same. You just
Okay.
fall slower. It's literally
Yeah,
slow
you
fall.
just fall slower. Like
I just have a
this
question.
doesn't get you out of fucking overhead press day.
So
me.
Summer, if you want, I just hit you 2 more times for another
Don't
20
hit
feet.
again.
That's 40
No,
feet. You should be at the
as-
top
as-
now.
As a GM, I'd say that I'd be willing to smash cut past this if you guys want. But you
and
may
I'll
not.
just take a simple.
I'd be willing to
5
say that you may not like it. That you will. I can see a way of cutting here to the next thing, but you will be in a very bad situation. by doing.
Here, let me make a compromise with you. We'll flash cut, but I will take this 8 damage.
Yeah, you take a
And
total.
that will be
You take a total of 17 damage. That's like
Yeah.
lift
Eye
you
raise.
up.
I can't even do
Total.
17 damage with the eye raise to you.
yeah. I will take the total damage
Swear to God.
if we can smash cut past this, and I am out of this situation hellhole forever.
Well, no, you
never
guys are
make me
still.
climb a rope
There's
ever
another-
again.
There's literally another one to get out of here.
Oh
right.
god.
You guys are
Smash cut.
in the mid. You're in the midway here. Yeah. If you want to smash cut out of here, like I said, if you're willing to take that, but I'm telling you that you probably won't like it.
We're not liking it either way. I feel like this is a losing situation on both ends.
It
So
is, but
really
how
what
do you
you're
want to
saying
lose?
is, do you want to lose this way or do you want to lose this way?
Yes,
Take-
I'm offering you a really hard bargain or an ugly choice.
You know
Well,
what? I want to lose.
Oh,
I want to lose my way, which is failed rolls. If I'm gonna
Okay.
fail, I want to fail fully.
Okay.
So here I go.
So
More
I've
acrobatics.
wait. I've yanked you 40 feet up. You've made the first one. You've successfully climbed the 30 feet up. So now we have to get up the last one, right? Because it was only a 30-foot climb, right?
Yeah, but we only now have one rope and she just used her rope trick.
If he blasted me with that before I used rope trick, then I'm not using it. Right?
Yeah, no, you don't have to use it. Rope trick.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there was
And
the
and
tatters
anyway-
of what's his name? Casimir's rope.
Yeah, and anyway, we have the rope that's still there.
Well, it's like in half now, I think, right?
No,
Well,
that's
the rope
Casimir's
that's still
rope.
there in the main hall. There's a rope still in the main
But
area.
we still haven't even gotten there yet.
I thought we
Yeah.
had.
We're right here.
Yeah.
We still have to get here.
Yeah, we climbed up 1, 2, and we got to climb up this third one, and then into the actual bathhouse.
I want to die.
Yep. That's what I was
Okay.
trying to explain.
Let's do this. We can do it. I believe
do
in you
this.
all. we're doing this. We're going to get more rope to this section.
Someone's helping us.
He's
Someone
not. He's not
donated to
helping.
Are you kidding?
I gotta get more detail. There are two crit fails and 2 crit successes. Have fun. So I need to know who that's from or who that is for, Al. God damn it!
I'm not doing anything until I know
Please
the
make the fails to you.
It took too long. Just give them all to the DM to use on us.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll clarify with that.
Yeah, no, that's fine because then I'm just gonna bring. Okay, this is what happens. A blinding radiant light begins to show down from the bathhouse, and it begins to crawl towards you down this hole. And as it touches you, you begin to feel weightless as you're gravitically pulled towards the source of this light.
Before this happens, I was going to heal Zarina.
In this light?
Before that happened, I wanted to heal Zarina since she took quite a bit of damage. So I'm just like patting her down like it's okay.
You're doing okay. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, okay. Well, my description still stands. You actually realize that this light that's pulling you up here is healing you.
Oh.
It heals you right now. It heals you for 9. It heals everybody for 9. Is anybody at full?
Yeah.
So you're at full.
I didn't take damage that whole time.
Okay.
I didn't until we started climbing ropes, and I got rope burn all over me.
I told you it was gonna hurt.
So, you guys are slowly pulled in this radiant light of exuberance and the vivacity. You all are going to heal for a grand total before you get to the surface, healing a total of 21 points. Now, is 21 more than anyone's maximum HP?
Nope.
Oh wait, maximum HP. Oh, I thought you meant over. No, it's not over my. Like, does going up 21 set us over our maximum?
Anyone who was at maximum HP, if you would take 21 points of HP, would you have essentially doubled someone's maximum HP right now?
Not mine. Close, but not.
No.
Okay, cool. So you don't die. Okay. But has anyone gone over half?
Wow! I'm sorry. He just brushed right over that part. Did anybody see that? No.
Has anyone gone over half of their full?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have.
No.
I've got about 66%
maybe?
over.
I can't math.
Can you make a fortitude save for me, please?
I would also need to make one.
Do you
I
need
have
us to-
advantage at this as well.
Do you mean Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
I'm
Constitution.
over. I went over
I rolled
half.
freaking 10-10 with a +6 and advantage.
I'm feeling
Oh,
pretty
amazing.
blessed for that damage I took
Excuse
right now.
me. 1 second. I missed whatever just happened. You said something about going over half of our max health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically what's going on is you're getting pulled by this healing radiant light. The radiance of this light is basically overcharging your bodies.
Right. So am I supposed to roll something?
Like a shitty Samsung iPad or a Samsung tablet.
Roll a con
Way to
save.
shit
Right.
on Samsung. That's cool.
So
Roll a
I
con
need
save,
a
man.
Constitution save. You're not sponsored by Samsung. I can say what I want here.
It's true. I have a
16?
Google device.
Like I said, you're not going to like it.
Is 16 okay or not?
Yeah,
Not okay.
16 is fine. But everyone who got less than that, I need you both to roll me a d10.
We have an advantage, right? That's what you said?
No, you don't have advantage on this
Did I hear that? Am I the
no,
one that heard
7.
that?
unless you already.
God damn it.
Yeah. All right.
F that. I'm using my advantage from the retweet. I'm not taking laser damage. Screw this place.
You're not taking any
I'm
damage.
not taking god laser damage. Screw that.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're fine. So you're a. We described that. What kind of genasi is a comet genasi?
A fire genasi for all intents and purposes.
Okay, interesting. For the first time in your life, you feel cold. You are uncontrollably shaking. For the jitters, like you're exposed to cold air for a while. I'm just going to say, at least until a long rest. You are constantly shaking, or maybe too much caffeine, like way too much caffeine. Like it is very difficult for you to focus. It doesn't do anything necessarily mechanically to you. It's just that this beam has affected you this way. And let me show you what you see as you guys get pulled out of the.
Can't wait to see you.
I can.
Hello, beautiful.
That's the wrong one though.
Who are you?
There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah. In front of you, standing in their radiant glory, is a bull-headed crab entity adorned in gold and chains, with a shimmering halo above its head and horns. It addresses you in what sounds like 3 voices at once, and it's flanked by its chosen guardians. Each of those is a red cross between some kind of bull, bear, ape. Also all adorned in sort of very regal honor guard garments. And it looks at you and says, I am Double Helix of the Voiceless Mercy. Explain yourselves to me. And it proceeds to do something with its hands. It's obviously casting some kind of spell here.
Am I able to make an Arcana check to try to discern the spell? It's like a
It's divine. It's divine in nature. Yeah, I think that's fair. In fact, I don't think you need to know one. You're a fighter, Genasi. You know the comets. You know things about the celestial bureaucracy.
Yeah.
All you need to know here is that you shouldn't lie.
I have difficulties with this. Nobody lie.
That's all you say. Yeah.
What should I say? Tell
We were
the
just
truth.
fixing the bad guy and the water in this area for the builders to fix the comet.
We were tasked by the Master of Crafts to come and heal the bathhouse, and that is what we've done.
Yes, that one. The one I spoke to earlier. And it looks over to this one here. One has honor guards.
Mm-hmm.
Bitter Volcano, confiscate their weapons for me, please. And it's going to ask you to submit your weapons. Hand them over.
Oh.
I don't carry any. I'm golden.
Yeah.
Bow's not a weapon. A Violin's bow's not a weapon. Neither is a weapon.
Don't lie. If you use it to attack, it is.
Zarina slowly takes out her short swords and her bow and hands them over.
I also heal people with it, though. Is it a weapon then?
Do you also hurt people?
Not with the bow.
So you want to keep the bow?
Your violin's not a weapon.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I totally agree with it. Though.
But it can be used to hurt people.
Yeah, anything could.
That's what I'm saying.
I get what she's saying. Yes. I understand the intent of her.
Yeah, so the sword and the dagger go with or to the side wherever this person is requesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's holding its claw-like hands out and starts grabbing them.
Eric, I'm trying to meet eyes with the halo-headed thing, and I'm going to rely on something.
The double helix?
Yes. It's my background, my legendary lineage. Legendary. Yeah. And I am of the comet.
Totally.
Essentially, I'm on his side, and essentially the favor is just let me live and keep my memories. And if I am reincarnated, just...
Right.
I'm like whispering to Z. I was like, "Do you think these are the bureaucrats?"
Yeah. 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 So double. Let's deal with what you say, Grant. Double helix. So hold on. So first, okay. First, they take your weapons. Yeah. Okay. So, double helix is going to think about it for a second as you say this. Very well. you wouldn't, and it looks at you and kind of like you have the sense that your thoughts are stand naked before it.
I know.
Yeah, and it says, yes, you had no part in this and the attempted assassination and harboring of a celestial fugitive. Very well. But these ones, and he points to the other three.
Eric, first of all, check chat. Zoom chat.
Oh, yeah, I should do that.
And then second of all, once I have an answer to that, determines how I behave. Please? I would know.
I'm not sure I understand your question.
From the other 7.
Oh.
Secrets.
Oh,
Armin.
so many secrets!
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant.
But,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Then,
sorry, I had them wrong in my head. Yeah, so that's the one I meant, and that's what the staff belongs to. Dope. So, yeah,
I know what
he willingly hands over his rapier, but as Prince Casimir walks up, he also walks up, and he brings out the staff, and he sort of holds it in a like, peaceful pose, but he doesn't give it to Volcano or whatever. He brings it to Double Helix, and he holds it in front of him, and he says, "You have my word." He holds it out in front of him. He says,
"Explain this."
Yeah, he says, "You have my word. This will not be used as a weapon." No, wait, no, that's Rajan's voice. He says, "You have my word. This will not be used as a weapon. This is an artifact, a relic of the 7th sister. The 2nd sister is the assassin who tried to kill your wizard. This must be brought to them. An explanation is needed. Why the sisters have fractured, and why the Void Mother has turned her back on everyone."
Yeah, so it looks over it, and when you say the 7th sister, it goes, yes, Miropex. And it looks over and it says, "Yes, this is their craft." And it's going to ask you, have you used it?
I have not.
Have you let it attune to you?
I have not.
Very well. Thank you for this. This will help in our inquiries. Now, it probably since you have a good reputation, it obviously they know you as Prince Casimir, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. Not just that, they know all the Genities, the family, the royal family.
Yeah. So, I think
they might also know the true name. Casimir means he who destroys worlds. Sorry to speak over you.
So here's the thing. Double Helix is going to ask you to say, "Time is of the essence, Prince.
Yes.
Explain to me why I shouldn't reconstitute the 3 of them here."
They are. We are all in debt to each other, and the debt has not been fulfilled. After the debt has been fulfilled and repaid, then the reconstitution can take place.
What debt?
There are life debts. Based on the law presented before the foundation of the world. There are laws.
I'm not familiar with the debts in this area. Please fill in my blanks. That was a sexual advance.
Yeah, no kidding.
No.
Family show.
You may.
Enlighten me. Yeah.
I loosened the straps of my armor. Sorry.
May I?
Not this shit again. Not this
You
shit.
may, but only
again.
for a moment.
Kissing games. Let's. All right. So, I am in debt to them. They are in debt to me. We have served each other. Why don't we let the wizard decide, as this is his domain, their domain? We need a mediator and an impartial arbiter.
They look at you and they say, "You know that's impossible. You don't know. That's impossible. You have a hunch, though. You have a hunch that the reason why the wizard is alive right now might be also the reason why they're in trouble. And they're not talking right now. And you're standing in front of them.
I'm standing in front of them. Well,
due to developments in this investigation on the stopping of this comet and the workings of the celestial bureaucracy, we have found the owner of this comet to have contraband mechanisms.
Contraband mechanisms.
Magic banned from this realm.
Magic banned from this realm.
They're speaking like a cop, and you can tell. You can tell that Double Helix is also sort of like sympathetic to Vashnyara. Like,
I get it.
That was awesome. Okay,
yeah.
Anyways, cool.
I get it. So,
but you need to make a roll at some point to justify
I get it.
What should happen to the three of them with your good reputation.
Someone needs to go to jail. I get it. A cop, someone's got to go. You got to book someone. And these are an accomplice. Take in Brother Talk. There's another one below. He won't resist. He can't. Bring him in, and he'll do the talking.
And he was attuned to that staff.
It's gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't know that, though.
It's going to dismiss. Yeah, no, and it sees the staff when it hands it over, right? And it looks at it and says, "Yes, the one that's attuned to this, I see." And it looks over to its left, and it says, "Left sanctuary, recover this Brother Talk." And they're gonna get ready to go down into the hole to go haul them up. How? You have no idea. But these strange bear creature things are gonna do it.
Now here's a question. Well, I guess it's a question for Talk. These guys in league with Najima?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He's golden.
Yeah.
He's going to sell us out.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make this very clear to you and clear to everyone. I do not normally make personal appearances. Worlds of this import very rarely come across my desk. But this fugitive harbored on this world and their accomplices are what's the word for it's not in demand, but they're most wanted. Right? Say of our particular interest to my celestial order.
Is he speaking in celestial or is he speaking in like a common tongue?
Yes. He's speaking in 3 languages at once.
Do we understand one of them? The rest of us understand one of them?
Yeah, I mean, he's speaking one in common, he's speaking one in celestial, and then he's probably speaking one in a language none of you know. Maybe. Okay. I mean, maybe our Genasi knows. It's something like primordial. It's related to primordial.
Yes.
Right. It says, which because it's trying to figure out what languages this place would even speak. It's just saying I am the law here, and it's just speaking in sort of broadcasting on all channels.
So if Raijin, if Fujin can understand what Double Helix is saying, he's still standing up next to Casimir, and he looks up to Double Helix and he says, "Do you speak of the mother and her daughters?"
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, you say that, don't you? Yeah. It looks at you and says, "You, come closer to me."
And he walks right up.
Yeah. And it eyes you up and down and says, "You have their mark.
Yes.
Yet you're not. Something is different about this one."
Yes, I have found the corruption of the mother, and I found about her daughters. And I have come here to this Vashnyara to warn this person you call the wizard about this. I have found the corruption deep in my people. We are unaware of it. We did not know. And I am here to right centuries of wrong.
Yeah. What about the rest of your kind? How sympathetic are they to the fugitives? Will they die for her?
They are not sympathetic. They do not understand that she is a fugitive. Until I found what I found, my people thought she was a god. She is not. They hold her in reverence, but they do not understand that she is a corruptor.
What is your patron, by the way, Warlock?
Man, I'm a hexblade.
Yeah, but who's your patron?
You're a warlock. You get your powers from something, don't you?
Yeah, it's the Hexblade Pact. So it's the blade is my
Not your pact.
Yeah, my patron is a blade, is an actual hex blade. Yeah, that's how that works. It's a patron from the new one of the new books.
So your patron is the blade.
Yep.
There's no
so
no
like
force here?
So like Frostmourne would be like my patron, or like whatever that Shadowbane from like Greyhawk world is. Yeah, like it's a sentient blade. So yeah, whatever that would apply to here in myth, I didn't really think about that too much.
Right.
No. Okay. Got it.
The eyes of Double Helix, of the Voiceless Mercy, roll back into its head. You see its horns glow with fire. And then for just a brief couple of seconds, and it comes back and says, Maz, the one that you know, some of you know, has spoken very highly of some of you. Very well. And it looks back down to you at Fujin. It says, it has said nothing of you, but if this is the type of company that you keep, and it's going to go look at your weapon, your rapier that you handed over. It's going to take it, and your hex blade is going to change. It is no longer whatever it was before. It is now entrusted and inscribed to the celestial bureaucracy. You do not get a say in this. Mechanically, nothing changes, but it says, very well. I don't have time to sort this out myself. I would rather write this whole place off, be done with it. Losing a messenger, a courier, like a wizard like Vashnyara, in this whole mess is going to provide me with millennia of work that I do not want. I am deputizing you and your friends here to seek out whatever this fugitive is, root them out, bring them out to justice. They don't say what happens if you don't do it.
Yeah, I guess he looks up, kind of, I don't know, shocked maybe, because that was kind of what he was. I assume that's kind of what he was doing with the wizard anyway, was figuring this out. So his tasking really hasn't changed, but he looks up to this creature who seemingly knows, everything, and he says, "Where can I find more information on the mother and her daughters?"
Looks at you, and says, "Below, of course, where you come from."
On myth.
It looks down and like the floor gives way, but you guys are all kind of like, it's like a perfectly clear floor now, and like we watch the camera like zoom to the planet and we can kind of see the void storm. And it says, this. Stop this. Bring them out so the bureaucracy can handle them. This is your task.
He looks around to like the rest of to Min and Z, and down to the planet, and he says, "The people of myth are armored in ignorance. We need to be armed with knowledge. Where can we seek this?"
Yeah, so he's going to okay, I know what he's going to do. You require Yes, I understand. The people below require incontrovertible proof. Find this older one's accomplices. Capture one if you can. Bait them out. It shouldn't be difficult.
One of the sisters is already dead on this ship.
And they were a waste. A dead one will do nothing but anger them. Perhaps make them more cunning and keen, less susceptible to our traps. You should not have done that.
It would have killed the wizard.
It looks at you and says, and?
That's kind of what I expected. Yeah, as he goes, well, then we have our tasking.
Sometimes to add to the world and to order, you must subtract.
I understand.
This planet is now under the celestial bureaucracy doctrine code sanguine celery. And the comet begins to light up. This whole place, I was losing its vivacity and losing that light, is now shining super bright as like an overcharged light bulb. And your mission, with no choice to accept, is to root out this renegade god and save Myth from this order. Failure to comply will mean the complete elimination and destruction of this planet. And he's going to look at the prince. Yeah, he's going to look at the prince and it's going to say, I'm sorry to hear about Vashnyara and these events. I wish this did not happen to someone like you, of good esteem.
I will find a way to endure, but it will not be the same.
It looks to... it finally looks over to Zarina. And it sees you. And it looks at Min and sees you and say, you two, come step forward.
Okay. Yep, do that.
Stepping forward without saying anything.
Same.
The crimes committed on the behalf of your ancestors will have no bearing on my verdict. Do you understand? Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? It's they're talking over your head. But it realizes it when it says that and says, we at the celestial bureaucracy understand that the cause of this was an accident, not malice, which is why we are giving this planet and my beneficiary, looking over to Fujin, the benefit to make this right here. Any questions? You guys, you're real smart, just not saying anything. Yeah. So apparently the consort are to blame for this whole thing in an accidental way.
Cool. Still not saying anything.
Yep. No pressure.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. If that's it, it's going to leave you as the other four who are retrieving Tak. Like one of them just pulls up Tak with like one arm.
Oh, of course. Show offs.
and says, we have retrieved the paladin. Their essence is still intact. And they say, good. They're going to come back and look at you and look at the prince. And they're going to say, what should we do with the essence, prince? Should we return it to the stars from whence it came?
It must travel with its brother. And I look over at Fujin. It's Fujin, in fact, named Brother Talk brother. Yeah. And that is where he got the title. And it must be returned to his brother, for he's the rightful owner.
All right. It's going to nod and look at the other four here. And it's going to look at the chains of a volcano, which is the name of this one that's holding Talk. And it's going to set down the statue right in front of you guys. The statue looks unharmed.
Yeah. Are you trained in the divine and clerical arts? Chains of the volcano?
When it makes my job easier.
Would your job be easier if Talk could speak? And I look at him. Could you restore him in the greater fashion?
It's going to look at its superior, and its superior is going to say to you, and it's actually going to answer on behest of Volcano here. This will require a personal interdiction by Najima themselves.
Well, I'm sure.
Cases like this require special handling.
That is well.
This one's bond with the Primarch of the Stars means that it's part of it is even outside of my jurisdiction.
That is fair.
Okay. So then it's going to leave it with you. It's going to give you a chance here. Do you want Talk to get unpetrified at this point?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's what. Okay, so it can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Okay. No, well, it's going to go back and talk to Najima to get it done for you.
Okay.
And get that working.
Najima here?
No. It's just Double Helix is going to have to return.
Because I was about to say, we got to get out of here. Najima's here.
Oh, yeah. No. This whole place would be completely eradicated.
Except Talk.
Yeah. You would just join the celestial ball of light and happiness. So you probably don't want that to show up here.
No.
Fujin, seeing what he considers to be the prince's brash or brazen nature, takes like a half step forward next to Brother Talk, and places a hand on his outstretched shoulder, and he says, "There is one more here in Vashnyara that would serve against the Void Mother, but he has too fallen to the shadow. Like this. My twin would understand that she is corrupt and would aid in the combat against her and in the explaining to my people."
Is he going to speak up honestly?
And explain to my people that she is a corruptor.
This one, Maz has explained to me, may not take the news of this divine fugitive very well. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Man, I'm not. But Fujin doesn't care. He says, "Yes, I believe this is a good idea. I believe he can aid in this fight."
Cool. It's going to break off one of its horns and give it to you.
He takes it?
Yeah. I mean, you're deputized by them, so this won't immediately kill you.
Yeah.
But you grab one of its horns, and as you're handed the horn grows back perfectly again. And it says, give this to the one that you care for so much about. And it shows you, and it says, do you know what to do with this?
I do not.
You will take the pointy end. You will put it into its heart.
It's a suppository.
Hit him with the pointy end. Got it.
Can you manage that?
I can.
Good. Do this. Make it quick. Time is not on your side, Deputy.
Eric, question for you. Fujin's ship, where the hell is it?
It's here.
It's here on Vashnyara.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, he can go get it and we can fly away somewhere. Dope. All right, cool. That's it. Yeah, he takes the horn, removes his hand from Brother Talk, and takes a step back away towards the others.
Cool. Yeah.
All
right. Yeah, they will return your as you are You are all deputized under the name of Double Helix of the Voiceless Mercy, and you are dubbed Sanctuaries of Myth. And your job is you root out this celestial renegade. And by doing that, you need to discover information about some of the sisters, find out where they're hiding on this world, devise a way to trap them, use them as bait to braid out the Void Mother so that celestial bureaucracy can come in and arrest her and take him away. That is the plan. And you're on the clock here, because if you don't do it, this whole world's going to get destroyed, and they're just going to try to destroy the Void Mother anyways. So, what do you got to lose?
We're going to Undaba instead. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's the game today. This was not planned, by the way. This way. I just want to say, well,
those rope fails.
Sure, Eric.
This was one of like 4 different ways I could see this ending tonight.
You didn't see the rope fails coming into play, though.
No. Your rope fuckery forced my hand here.
My dedication to not climbing a rope.
Yeah. So
you were dedicated to not climb that rope.
Oh, man.
Those were active fails.
Yeah. The good news is all those void cracks and those octopuses, never have to worry about them again.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm just curious. Does that mean us finding the wizard is out of play now?
Yes.
Oh, the wizard has been found. But the wizard is arrested and awaiting trial right now.
Okay, so
for harboring forbidden magics.
Yes, okay.
So that's kind of a bummer. The reason we came here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Fujin will have
also got convicted.
Fujin will have more information for you next episode.
Yeah, you ran out of time. Yep. You would have had a chance to, if things could have went differently. There was a possibility, a significant possibility of you guys being able to meet the wizard before this happened, but that clock failed in too fast.
Yeah.
So it goes.
Yeah, because you guys
play games.
Yeah, you guys clearly would have seen that. Like Fujin knew what the hell was going on, so he will absolutely explain it to you when we're not in front of giant, crab.
So then, what happens to the comet? Does everybody die on the comet?
No.
Because the wizard's gone?
No. The comet is now confiscated by the celestial bureaucracy and is being run by. I guess they're gonna deputize one of the sanctuaries to basically run it, finish its routes for whatever orders it has, and until it returns to some sort of resting point to either get decommissioned, repurposed, retooled, whatever the celestial bureaucracy decides to do with the recycling of a comet.
That's the bureaucracy for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, those goddamn bureaucrats. Yep. Man, that was dope. All right, cool. That was episode 11, I think. That was pretty goddamn awesome. We are coming to an end of this season. I look forward to season 2. So yeah, that's going to be dope. Guys, there will be a season 2. We've discussed it amongst ourselves, and we cannot part with Myth Dawn or the World of Myth or any of its dawns for that matter. So there will be a season 2 of this wonderful campaign. Where that starts and how it goes and who we play, we'll see. How many times can we die before that? So let's go around, introduce our cast and crew, get your thoughts on the game, and then we'll get the hell out of here. So we'll start with the worst climber in Myth Dawn history. Summer, who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think of today's episode?
I'm sad. I'm sad for Zarina right now. But today was awesome. It was really, really good. I'm Summer. If you want to come see me do a lot of stuff, I'm on off_the table. We do play a bunch of different systems Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday, we do like a DM advice show. So if you ever have burning questions, like how do I do this thing? The answer is I don't know, but someone else probably does. And yeah, we just play a bunch of games and it's really good. And here in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be looking for a bunch of new players and GMs. So if you follow me on Twitter or our official Twitter, you'll see about that. But yeah, today was awesome. Great job to the party. We killed those eye stalks so freaking fast. And Eric, amazing as always. So good.
Yeah, we were the most efficient at eye stalk killing this time. After 17 combats, we nailed combat, but we failed climbing.
Yeah, I found your weakness. Gravity.
No!
Ropes.
My only weakness.
Ropes in general. Let's jump over to Grant. So far, we're not dead yet, Grant, so that's pretty cool. And we just kind of sassed gods, which is also pretty cool. So, Grant, who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think of tonight's episode?
Hi, everybody. My name's Grant Ellis. I'm an independent content creator for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons and other tabletop role-playing games. You can find me on Twitter at WisePapaGrant. There you can see a lot of the various shows that I'm on. Special announcement, aside, there's no Land Between Two Rivers on WebDM show this week, but on Friday, I'm a special guest on Don't Split the Podcast DM Deep Dive with Sly Flourish, Mike Shea. And we're going to be talking about how streaming is changing Dungeons and Dragons. And
what's streaming?
Exactly. That's kind of the first question that a lot of his friends mention. And I've met Mike at conventions. I've been a fan of his for years. And if we get 100 viewers, I'm giving away 10 packs of HD minis. If we get 200 viewers, I'm giving away a starter set with a pound of Chessex dice and pre-painted WizKids minis of all the heroes in the starter set adventure. And spoilers, there's a lot of really cool, awesome, female and culturally diverse and people of color minis included in that set that you might not be able to find everywhere else. If we get 300 viewers, I'm going to give away my DM screen, my core books, and they're my personal copies. They're not from donations or sponsorships. I don't have any of those. It's just I love the community so much, and it's a great show. So check it out.
Dope. That sounds pretty awesome. Mike Shea is an awesome dude. If you guys haven't checked out Sly Flourish and the Lazy Dungeon Master, you probably should. So let's jump over to Metamancer. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think of today's episode?
Hi guys, I'm Metamancer. You can find me on my Twitch channel and on Twitter. My Twitter is the Metamancer, as it says on the little overlay. My Twitch is just Metamancer. I do pretty much exclusively tabletop roleplay. I run one show, I host another on my channel, and I am on several other shows throughout the week. So I'm doing roleplay 5 times a week. Tomorrow is my day off from that, but on Thursday I'll be on Nuts of Speedruns channel in a 6-20 campaign of City of Mist. And then on Friday, I host my Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy game on my channel. And Saturday is kind of our mess around, just do whatever on stream kind of day. And then Sunday is my Call of Cthulhu campaign that I run. So that's the end of the week for us. And I think tonight's episode was crazy. I definitely feel a little bit more I don't want to use the word comfortable, but it's the only one that really comes to mind right now. And like, I guess confident in Min's abilities.
Yeah, you're crushing it as a bard today.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know what I need to do. You know, sorry, Eric.
Yeah. No. I'm so glad that you saw that too, because I was gonna fucking say that. Now I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's my turn. Let's continue.
You can continue praising me. That's totally okay.
Keep up those sweet praises.
But like, I'm really happy with the decision that I made to kind of switch up my initial idea of how her mechanics would function in combat when we hit level 5 a bit back, because I suffered at the hands of Eric pretty harshly pre-level 5, and I knew that in order to like actually keep up with the rest of the party, I needed to make some adjustments, which was good because it's something exactly like Minea would do. She would learn from her experiences in the field and make adjustments. So it was perfect. It challenged her, and she figured out like, this is the best way that I can help and keep the people that I care about safe. So I really love that I can actually not just grow as a player, but as a character herself, she can grow and evolve, which is really fun. Especially because I don't play casting characters like ever of any kind, because I usually hate it, and this is a lot better. So that's really cool. I'm like so many more questions now than I had answers before, and like, what the F did the freaking consorts do? And I'm gonna have to go talk to like literally all the elders when we get back to Myth. It's really interesting, and I'm excited to see where season 2 story goes as well, because I think there's going to be some really cool exploration. I love that all of the world building that we've been doing in the past, and like as we go along, is really like starting to form into something tangible. And that's really cool. I love seeing that. So yeah, really great episode. Lots of fun, and I got to kick ass as well. So yay.
I have been trying to shoehorn airships into a D&D game since I started D&D, and I've never done it, so I was like, you know what, screw it, there's airships in Myth Dawn, and then I made the one character who wouldn't get a fucking airship, and now we have a goddamn airship, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for airships. So with that, giving me an airship was a big mistake, Eric. So who are you, where can we find you, and what did you think of today's episode?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris. I love these episodes. I love that we're finally returning to Myth. I sort of had this set up that you guys were going to the comet to sort of have some kind of like revelations about the world, and then trying to stop something bad from happening. And I originally pitched that I was going to take about 5 sessions, and here we are around session 12 or so. So I let that be a lesson to you. But I'm super excited. I can't help. I could never ask for a better cast than what I have here. Y'all are so great.
We are a pretty dope crew. The fact that we all, like, for the next 45 minutes, we're going to be in this call just talking about how excited we were about what just happened. And then as soon as we end the call, we're all going to go to Discord and type for the next 15 or so minutes about how excited we were about the call and the game that just happened. And then for the next 7 days, we're going to continue the same thing in Discord. So we play Myth Dawn every day in our heads. So it's going to be freaking awesome. And I cannot wait until next week. This is exciting. I get an airship.
Take it away from America.
I know, right? Just crash it immediately. Crash it immediately. I loved this game. Today was awesome. This was super fun and hilarious. Guys, if you're not following us on social media, all of our socials should be in the chat right now as we speak. We'll be here tomorrow for some City of Mist, and on Thursday for my homebrew D&D game, Timberlane Tales. And then next Friday, we have an awesome bonus stream for Call of Cthulhu Wild West. And then next Saturday, we have our 12-hour stream for Extra Life Charity. We're already over $5,000 raised this year, so we're trying to break $5,500 this Saturday. So definitely come down, join that, and come play with us and roll some dice and do some other cool shit. We're going to go raid our friends Roll For It. They are currently playing Cyberpunk D&D 5e, which is pretty dope. So go check those guys out. And I think that's it. From all of us to you guys. Bye-bye.